All right, looks like we are live. So yeah, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to episode 134 of Let's Chat Live. So hope you guys have all had a great week, and thank you all for tuning in. So let's see who's in the chat. Shall we waiting? So waiting for me right now is Sharon Blaze. Let's go and say hello to him, shall we? Hey guys.
How's it going?
Going very well, thank you. Yeah. How's it going with you guys? My Blaze is on mute.
Okay, I'm going well.
That's great to hear. We've got George in the comments. Hello, Joseph. So yeah, we're live once again for episode 134.
Mhm.
Yeah.
134.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, Blaze, what's up?
Not much, you?
What? Sorry, what?
Not much, you?
Well, right now we're live, Blaze. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And today, guys, I went out to Manchester and got some pretty cool stuff today. So yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I like to kick off every month by doing shopping in Manchester, because it means I can buy lots of pretty cool things, really, to kick off the month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, in terms of this week's news, then, yeah, there's been quite a bit of sad news this week, guys, because this week we unfortunately lost two great actors. On Monday, I found out the sad news that Paul Rubens passed away at the age of only 70.
Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah,
Pee Wee Herman.
yeah, that's my favorite wall of his, actually, guys. Pee Wee Herman. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah, same. Yes, yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, a really funny character he created, and a character he'd often ad-lib a lot and be in character in interviews. He'd actually do his interviews in character as Pee Wee Herman. And I did also love him as well as Penguin's dad in Batman Returns, and also in Gotham as well.
And I also love him in Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah, it's a voice will of his, isn't it? And in terms of voices, he's also my favorite voice of Batmite as well, because he appeared as in Batman Brave and the Bold. That's my favorite. He's my favorite Batmite. And I also know him as being one of the police officers in Matilda as well.
Apparently he was Shaggy as well.
Shaggy Rogers from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, apparently he voiced him.
When?
Wait, let's see.
Yeah, I don't remember Paul voicing Shaggy ever really. I know that Blaze, he was unfortunately in one of the recent COD games, sadly.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Other sad news is that
I'll address it, Shadow. I'll address it.
Okay.
So yesterday, guys, we also found out sad news that if any of you guys are fans of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, and among other things, we heard the sad news as well that Mark Margolis passed away as well from a short illness in hospital. So yeah, rest in peace to him as well. Yeah, Hector Salamanca from the Breaking Bad universe will always be my favorite wall of his.
Same.
And it is amazing into how in Breaking Bad he was able to show lots of amazing emotion and performance as a character who doesn't even talk. He just uses a doorbell to talk. Just amazing talent right there. So yeah, rest in peace to him. And in terms of other sad news, guys, this is actually in terms of watching TV shows and all that. I unfortunately finished watching The Witcher's third season, and I think it's an absolute abomination. I hated it.
Yeah, you can see what I was talking about last week.
I can. Like, those last episodes are just not how you should end, a series like that. A season. You shouldn't end it like that.
And screw Lauren Hisrich all the way because of those last 3 episodes.
Well, I call her Lauren Pisrich.
Good name.
Yeah, because she's an absolute disgrace, and I think she's been really disrespectful to the writer of the books, Andrzej Sapkowski. I feel really bad for the poor guy. And also, I think it's also shocking what they did, considering this is supposed to be the last season to feature Henry Cavill as Geralt. It does not make any sense.
He should have gone out with a bang.
But he didn't, did he? Because in the finale, he barely did anything at all because for most of it, he's injured, and then he only has like one fight scene, and that's it. He's gone. He walks away, and that's it.
Oh, wow. So Paul Rubens was in Minecraft Story Mode as well.
Yeah, I heard he was in one of those games, yeah.
That's Ivor.
Right.
I recommend if you like Telltale games.
Wait, what, Blaze? What's he in? Recommend what?
Minecraft Story Mode.
Well, I hate Minecraft, Blaze, so no.
Yeah, this one's made by Telltale, actually.
Right.
well, Blaze, I'll definitely play that game for Paul.
Yeah, I might replay it when I get on my PS3.
So to pay my respects to Paul, I did watch the two sequels he did to Pee Wee Herman, the first movie, yeah, and they were both good sequels.
And I watched the original movie.
Very nice, yeah. Isn't that Tim Burton's directorial debut?
I think it was.
Because it is quite an old movie, isn't it? 1985, wasn't it? Something like that.
Let's see here. Pee Wee.
I'll check. I'll check Tim Burton's filmography and see what his first movie was. Yeah, it was. It was Pee Wee's Big Adventure. It came out 3 years before Beetlejuice in 1985. So yeah, but Tim Burton didn't direct the sequels, though.
Well, I'll definitely say that Tim Burton started off strong.
Yeah, great start to his career indeed. Yeah. Hello to Exalted Nerd and to Darth Ryan. Welcome. So, when it comes, of course, to The Witcher Series 3, I always think, to rub salt in the wound, I thought it was also terrible how Geralt wasn't even the last character to appear in the series. It was that Ciri character, or something like that. Like, you can just tell it's not even his show anymore, clearly.
And there were many shots that he was just in the background.
Literally. And of course, I think episode 7 was probably by far the worst episode of the entire show if we're talking about Geralt's screen time, because he literally has a cameo on his own show. A cameo.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Where he's unconscious. And Shadow, what the hell was that episode? It was horrendous.
Tell me about it.
What
the hell was that?
Because there wasn't any action and all that, and Geralt was so underused, I think it's probably the worst episode of the entire series. Not just this season, but the entire series as a whole. Because it's not Witcher at all. Because I've got to ask, what Witcher?
Yeah, where's the Witcher?
It's just an absolute joke. And all I can say, to Henry is that this show didn't deserve him at all. It didn't deserve him. He deserves better than this. And I can see why he left, and I think he did the right thing.
But watching The Witcher Season 3 honestly made me more excited for Warhammer.
Yeah, because I'm sure that Henry will definitely nail it in that. As long as Amazon treats him right, of course. But speaking of Amazon, though, to wash away the bad taste with Series 3 of The Witcher, though, I did watch the Invincible Acting Movie Special, and that was amazing. I loved it. It makes me more hype for Series 2 of Invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I really can't wait for the second season.
Would you also say that this special now has your favorite voice role, Jacob Tremblay?
I could guess so. Yeah, I thought he was great in this. Yeah. Speaking of voice roles, I definitely love the amazing guest appearance by Lance Reddick as well as in this. Amazing.
He's still got it.
I think he always will have it. In his final things he was in. Yeah, we lost him way too soon.
I mean, during his condition, he still managed to pull it off.
Yeah, perfectly. Heart disease, unfortunately, poor guy. What I'm actually hoping is that I'm hoping he have a chance to get to voice his character in these upcoming seasons of Invincible, because they have already recorded for these upcoming seasons, including the third one. So it's making me give hope. Maybe they got him to record before he died.
Yeah, I hope so.
Just like I also hope he can come back in the second season of Netflix's Farzar animated series. That sitcom that I saw, that was hilarious. He was so funny in that series.
And speaking of comedies, managed to finally finish the Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah, you did. Nice one. Glad you loved it.
Yeah, Hot Fuzz was hilarious.
Yeah, it was. And also, Shadow, did you spot, the cameo at the start from the actor who was playing Santa Claus?
No.
You don't know who it was?
Okay. Who was that? Because I think I missed it.
Peter Jackson.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool he did that cameo. Peter Jackson's an absolute legend.
But yeah, I did notice Kate Blanchett though.
Yeah, that was her as Nicholas Angel's ex. Yeah, at the start. Yeah, pretty cool that she was in that for a cameo. Yeah. And I gotta say that even though it's a comedy, I do think the police action at the end in the final shootout, in my opinion, was epic. If I'm to be honest.
Yeah, it was.
I meant to find it funny, but at the same time, I think it's epic as well. I love that. Hey, Roxana, welcome. So, and speaking of comedy as well, after watching the Invincible special, I watched the first 3 episodes of The Office, the American version, and it's pretty hilarious so far. And I can confirm, I can confirm to you guys as well that Michael Scott is my favorite role of Steve Carell. I think he's absolutely hilarious as Michael Scott.
Yeah, well, just brace yourself for the rest of the show.
Yeah, I will, in a good way and a bad way, because I know that unfortunately that Mindy Kaling is in it, which I'm not happy about because I despise Mindy Kaling, and you also told me, Shadow, that for some reason Michael leaves. So yeah, that's disappointing, isn't it?
But it's not going to be until a while though.
Okay, that's reassuring. And I definitely think John Krasinski is also great in this as well as Jim too. I think it's really great how he can pull off, a comedic role and a serious role, like in Quiet Place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's hard for me to choose whether it's hard for me to choose what my favorite role of John Krasinski is because I think he's a good actor in both the roles, really. Lee in Quiet Place or Jim in The Office. It's hard for me to pick, really.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, but it's good he can do 2 types of roles, isn't it? It's good talent. And I can also confirm as well that Dwight is my favorite role of Rainn Wilson as well. He's pretty funny. Hilarious. But in terms of video game territory, I also as well managed to platinum the Lego Movie video game as well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I can say that while I'm glad I got a platinum, I'm very happy that I got it. It's my 10th platinum that I've got on PlayStation. I will say that I was a bit disappointed, but it was so easy to get because, like, the open worlds don't have anything to do in them really, collectible wise. It's just red bricks, and that's it. So the only one that worked for me was probably Finn's Room because that had gold bricks in it to collect. That worked for me.
Yeah, that's my favorite Hub game.
Yeah, it was great that, and so I do feel that while I was glad to get a platinum, it was quite disappointing and underwhelming how it was so easy to get it. You know what I mean? I was expecting more. However, after that though, guys, I then started my next Lego game, of course, which is Lego The Hobbit, and last night I actually finished the story mode of it, and yeah, now I'm just doing, exploring Middle Earth, and we're playing missions for the collectibles, and yeah, can't wait to explore Middle Earth.
Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah.
So yeah, when it comes to the things I watched this week, yeah, for example, Moonraker, that one was very boring.
Yeah, I think that movie is an example of an overrated film, Shadow, because it has lots of good reviews, but I think it's overrated.
I mean, I honestly nearly fell asleep.
I mean, I can't blame you.
And also, what did they do to Jaws?
They made it into a joke, in my opinion. I didn't like that. I was very disappointed how he handled the henchman Jaws. Yeah, breaks my heart because that's my favorite role of Richard Kiel. May he rest in peace.
I mean, he was so great in the previous one.
Yeah, Aspire Love Me.
Yeah, Aspire Love Me. Yeah.
Well, just wait to see For Your Eyes Only. That's my favorite Roger Moore movie.
I'm watching that one next week.
Yeah, well, you'll like that much better than Moonraker, I can guarantee you that.
And The Man with the Golden Gun was good, but Christopher Lee was by far the best part.
Oh, of course he was, yeah, no doubt about that.
And also I love the opening credits by Lulu.
Yeah. Speaking of Christopher Lee, if you guys were to ask me what my favourite thing about Lego Hobbit is, it's for Christopher Lee narrates it. And as a fun fact, guys, because he was 91 when the game came out, that makes him the oldest video game narrator. You know that?
Wow.
Yes, it's a Guinness World Record too, so yeah, definitely well deserved. He's an absolute legend, Christopher Lee. I mean, Shadow, what would you say is your favourite thing about Lego Hobbit?
Christopher Lee, without a doubt.
Nice one. I mean, when you first played the game, how did you react when you heard his voice narrating it?
I was like, holy crap, I love this. I'm already in love with this.
Yeah, Christopher Lee is an absolute legend. One of my favorite. He's actually my favorite British actor, English actor of all time. Christopher Lee. I see Daniel's here. Hey, Daniel.
Hello, Daniel.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good, thank you, Daniel. We were just talking about Christopher Lee.
Oh, rest in peace to the greatest Dracula and Count Dooku of all time.
Yeah, he's actually my favorite English actor of all time, Daniel. I think he's an absolute legend. He is.
Yeah.
Hey, Noxwave. Hey, Hyper on Rex and Donny. Bonsoir Venom Comics.
And also other good news is this week I finally started Rocky.
Oh yeah.
And that's my favorite role, Sylvester Stallone.
Yes. And the first movie is my favorite boxing movie of all time ever.
I'm just glad you enjoyed Rocky Channel.
Yeah, they've been an absolute blast so far.
Yeah.
And I've been listening to Gonna Fly now on repeat for.
Yeah, it's a very iconic song, Gonna Fly now. Very iconic.
It's very much motivational too.
Yeah, it is really motivational. So Shadow, I take it Rocky 3 is going to be your next film this week, is it?
Next week, yeah. And along with 4 and 5.
Very nice. Yeah, well, I hope you enjoy them, but 5 is unfortunately my least favourite in the franchise.
Yeah, I really don't understand what was wrong with Rocky 5.
Yeah. Daniel, I don't know why, but your voice is a bit muffled on your end. Is something blocking your phone or something?
I am currently in Las Vegas, Nevada, in a restaurant. That's probably why, and I have the headphones on.
Oh, okay, you're in a restaurant, no worries.
But I thankfully charged up my phone to 100% so I can be here with you guys.
Well, that's great, yeah. I appreciate you doing that to come and see us, yeah, very nice.
Just let Daniel finish.
Speaking of Donnie, since someone said Donnie a minute ago, I could see a billboard for Mutant Mayhem right across the street, which is pretty cool. I'm just glad that it's just the Turtles and not any of the other side characters. When Ozzy gets on the stream, I'll give you guys my full in-depth thoughts on my love and appreciation for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So you guys can hear my full thoughts on it.
Right, I'm not sure if Ozzy will be here. Yeah, I mean, is he going to be? Is he said he'll be here, Shadow?
He said he's going to be at a friend's house, but he said that he might make it to the after party.
Right. Okay.
But that's not a promise.
Right. Well, I'm sure that we'll hopefully hear from him soon. Yeah. Hope he's well.
Yeah. Las Vegas. I can see 2 miles down the road the filming location for Jason Bourne, which is kind of nice.
Very nice.
It may not be my favorite Jason Bourne movie, but it's always nice to be part of the filming location.
Jason Bourne is another franchise I should probably go and film a ranking video of one day. Out of the 5 films I've done of it. And I'll say that, in my opinion, the 3rd movie is an example of a film that did not need sequels.
You watched all of them for the first time last year, correct?
Yeah, I watched them all last year, yeah.
Alright, because I knew you were watching them in preparation for Matt Damon's birthday last October.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I watched them in preparation for Matt Damon's birthday, yes.
So anyways, guys, I'd like to announce that I'm going to be watching a new franchise next week as well.
What's that, Shadow?
Let's just say it's a very groovy franchise.
Evil Dead?
Yeah, you got it.
Well, I hope you have fun with it, yeah. The second one's my favourite horror movie of all time, so I hope you enjoy it all, man.
Yeah, can't wait.
I'm going to have lunch, so I'll be back in 10 minutes, okay?
Yeah.
Enjoy your lunch, Daniel. Take care, man. See you in a bit.
See you guys in a bit.
See ya.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, well, I'm not interested in this new Ninja Turtles film, right? So yeah, it doesn't concern me, thankfully. I'm not interested in it.
Yeah, I saw Don's review on them. He said it's actually pretty okay.
No, Blaze. Don gave it 5 out of 10. He wasn't really a fan of it, as he said.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the new one that just came out, the animated one.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't even want to watch it because it's being made by Seth Rogen, so I don't want to watch anything by Seth Rogen.
Oh, yeah.
And also, Ozzy told me something about the movie that really angered me.
What is it, Shadow?
He said that Giancarlo gets wasted.
Well, that's very unfortunate. I can't believe we do that to Giancarlo Esposito.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah, it's what I called him just then, yeah. But yeah, I kept out of it, so yeah, I'm not going to be watching it, guys. I don't want to watch anything involved, with Seth Rogen after he attacked Gina Carano and other people too, and of course the whole Santa Inc. rubbish. And also how he also said that people shouldn't have negative reviews on things, because apparently it's gonna, hurt the makers. No, it's not, because reviews are a right to their opinion, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
So yeah, screw Seth Rogen all the way. He's got no respect from me.
He will never get any respect from me.
Yeah, never. I used to like him, but that's all gone. Never will return. And also as well, I heard that apparently they also race swapped April O'Neil for some reason, probably no reason.
And based on what Hyperana said, that they made her extremely likable. Well, I kind of could see it not coming.
Well, I wasn't surprised, to be honest. I mean, I wasn't even going to watch anyway. I'll probably just stick to the old Ninja Turtle stuff if I ever watch them one day. But I don't know when I will, though. One day I might watch that animated Batman film with crossover with them, though. With Troy Baker voices Batman. I'll probably watch that. But yeah, I'm surprised that Ozzy told you about it being an issue with Shadow, because he gave it 9 out of 10. So yeah, that's probably maybe his only issue with it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, he said that to him, April O'Neil was okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not surprised about being race swapped. So yeah, because this is what happens nowadays, isn't it? This is probably the norm of every upcoming film, isn't it? Which is adapting something, isn't it?
And it's exactly why I like to do old films now.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm looking forward to old things.
Like for example, right now I'm mostly looking for the Evil Dead.
Yep.
Can't wait for that movie.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll have fun with them. Yeah, I hope you do.
And next week I'm also finally watching Mortal Kombat 95.
Very nice. Yeah, I really love Mortal Kombat 95.
Oh, the original, nice.
Yeah, the original one. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, old is gold. It's like I say, I like to watch old things because they're all but gold.
And also when it comes to James Bond next week, I'm sadly also going to be watching Octopus. You know what?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's unfortunately my least favorite out of the canon timeline, not counting the non-canon trash. Yeah, I hate Octopus. For some reason, it had positive reviews, but I personally hate it. So does Daniel too. He said he hates it, and so does the one too as well. So yeah, at least we're all equal on that. Yeah.
But good news at least, the Bond movies are back on Prime. I don't know why they left in the first place.
Yeah, like why remove them if you're just gonna put them back?
And also, when I noticed that they were gone, one thing that really angered me was the movie they left. Or the movie that they left behind. Want to know which that was?
Go on, what was it?
Never Say Never Again.
Oh no, that was unfortunately my least favorite out of ones with Sean Connery as Bond. That's in my opinion the second worst out of the non-canon trash. Because I think that movie's an absolute joke. And when I say a joke, I don't mean a funny joke because it's a parody movie. I mean a joke when I'm embarrassed watching it. Really looking at us, this wasn't the first time. Oh my god, you'd think they'd learn the lesson from that show about how to be faithful to April, but guess not. Honestly. It's really normal people don't learn the lessons when making films, isn't it? Really annoying. So yeah, Shadow, I hope you have fun with Evil Dead, because yeah, you'll definitely be in for a treat with it.
Yeah, based on what you guys have said about it, I can't wait for it even more.
Well, it's a very groovy franchise, if you will, very groovy. And on my desk, I was on my figure of Ash Williams on it, so yeah, I love this figure of Ash.
And of course, I also want to see it to support Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, please do. They definitely do deserve the support. Two legends who work together on these. They've actually been friends since school, you know that. They've been friends since school. So yeah, pretty amazing, that.
And this week I also started Love and Death.
Oh yeah, that Liz Olsen show.
Yeah, and I've only seen one episode so far, but it's still pretty damn good.
It's good, is it? Okay, that's good. Right, what's this now? Oh, is this a meme? Yeah, I'm sure kids will definitely love the Clone Wars indeed, yeah. Even though I think the Clone Wars is for everyone, not just children. Speaking of other old things which are better than new things, Clone Wars is probably another example of that. Clone Wars and Rebels, in my opinion, are old Star Wars shows, but they're gold.
Oh yeah, that's a massive example right there.
I even think the 2003 shows all but gold too, when compared to today's Star Wars. Because yeah, I actually do love that show watching when I was a kid. I love the 2003 show. I mean, the only problem is that those episodes were really short. They're like about 3 minutes for some reason. But I thankfully watched it as a DVD where it's all together as like a movie sort of thing. So yeah, it didn't bother me that much, thankfully.
Maybe I should check it out.
Do, it's good. And in my opinion, the voice actor for Anakin Skywalker in that show does a spot-on impression of Hayden Christensen. Spot on. It's actually hard to tell it's not Hayden Christensen in that show. Very hard to tell it's not him.
All right.
And I think many of the cast members in that show actually do sound close to a movie actors as well. Even though many of the actors from the films don't even come back for that show. So yeah. So, looks like we're pretty much half an hour in. Excellent.
So you said this week I also saw the trailer for the Meg 2, which I avoided ever since it came out.
Yeah, I don't think I wanted to watch that, to be honest.
It was terrible. It was absolutely awful.
Yeah, and I think the poster where Jason Statham's kicking the Meg looks, in my opinion, stupid. It literally looks like a Crank poster. you're not meant to take it seriously, like Lara Crank films.
And I could have sworn I heard some roars coming from the shark.
Oh dear, they've definitely not learned the lesson from the Jaws sequels, and now because the shark roars involved for some reason, you know, the third and fourth ones.
I could swear her roar too.
Well, I'm not going to watch the trailer, so I'll just take your word for it, Shadow. And when it comes to films, though, and then you guys see my Netflix film called about Outlaws, because I saw that on Sunday and I thought it was very weird.
No, I'm not saying that.
Yeah, I thought it was weird because it couldn't decide what genre it wanted to be. And I also saw rewatch Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I think it's an underrated film to this day. Underrated. And I think it's a nice way to cheer myself up after Infinity War.
Yep.
Until, of course, the mid-credit scenes happen, of course.
But good luck with what's next.
Yeah, I'll be rewatching it for its filming its trash talk. I'll be filming my trash talk on Thursday, so yeah, wish me luck.
Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel, as I call it. And what else? And when it comes as well to other films that I saw this week, what else did I see this week? I'm trying to remember what else I saw this week. Let me check. Oh yeah, the Pee-wee movies. I saw the 2 sequels. Yeah, second one I thought was good, and the third one too, which was unfortunately Paul Rubens' final film. Were both really good.
I saw two Disney movies for the first time.
Oh yeah.
Being Winnie the Pooh was good.
Oh yeah, Winnie the Pooh. Yeah.
The first one. And also The Rescuers, and Ozzy and Vermont were completely right when they said the movie was boring. Because just like Moonraker, I almost fell asleep.
Oh dear.
But thankfully, I rewatched Prisoner of Azkaban.
Very nice.
And also rewatched Chamber of Secrets, and man, when I got to the scene where Harry said there's no Hogwarts without you, Hagrid, I was crying my eyes out.
I can't blame you. Yeah, rest in peace, what we call Train. I think nowadays that scene feels like a tribute to him. I think.
I feel like most of the movie is a tribute to him.
And is he Lucky Nerd, John? Does he Lucky Nerd?
Since you all were talking about films, I only managed to be seeing one film, which kind of already talked about, but it was basically the first Dune film.
Oh yeah, and so Lucky Nerd, what were your thoughts on Dune?
Really good.
Yeah, it was. It was really good. Yeah, I'm very excited for the sequel, and it looks like it's not going to be delayed. Thank God for that.
Yep, and hopefully Zendaya's character has a bigger role.
Yeah. I mean, the trailers make it out that she will be having a big role, so I hope that's true.
Yeah, because I do remember, I think she only had one scene towards the mid or the beginning, and then she only appeared towards the end. The final 20 minutes.
Yeah. Based on the poster, it looks like she's second build, doesn't it? So after Timothée Chalamet, so that means that hopefully she will indeed have a big role in this movie.
Yeah. Oh, it's a shame that Momoa's character got. I'm not going to say it in case if people haven't watched it, but you know.
Yeah, it was a shame.
Otherwise, if he would have appeared in the second film, I would have definitely looked forward to that then.
Well, looking at with potential maybe a cameo appearance or a flashback.
I guess that might be true. At least it'll be better than what he'll be in this year. Oh, Aquaman 2.
Oh yeah, this week, guys, I also saw a movie called Mortal Engines as well.
Yeah, the movie is okay. Yeah,
I just think it's okay, to be honest. My favorite thing about it, though, was Hugo Weaving. I think he was my favorite thing about the movie as a character called Thaddeus Valentine, and I think Shrike's also my favorite voice was Stephen Lang as well.
And also the fact that that movie has better CGI than movies nowadays I always found that laughable.
Yeah, it is laughable, especially when it's Mortal Engines we're talking about as better CGI. And so yeah, it was, you know, thought it was worth it. It was okay at best, in my opinion. I thought it was okay, and yeah. And I wanted to watch it because Hugo Weaving's one of my favorite actors of all time.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Rugged Eagles posted a new video called Things We Hate About Lego Games. Oh, nice. That'll be fun to watch later.
Yeah, so that come up too.
Nice one, Blaze. You're actually doing well. You know, you talk in the chat, Blaze, if you want to. Yeah, you go for it. So now we're half an hour to stream, guys. I might show you guys what I got this week. Oh, what's happened here?
Wait, what?
Blaze, I think it's a quote from the book. It says Arrakis, and that's a planet from Dune, isn't it? So yeah. But it's pretty weird how they've done that though on a trailer reaction more to a second movie, isn't it? So first things first, guys. At Forbidden Planet, I got a figure, and this is in Manchester, by the way, guys. I went to Manchester. I got a figure of a DC supervillain. Do you guys guess who that is?
Is it Mr. Freeze?
No, unfortunately. I'd love to get a figure of him more.
Scarecrow?
No, I got him, you know, when I was last in Manchester.
Any hints towards who's?
It's a Batman villain.
Okay. The Joker.
No, it's not Joker. No.
Is it Bane?
No, it's not Bane either.
Harley Quinn?
Someone in the comments for Exalted Nerd got it right. It's Two-Face.
Two-Face.
Yeah,
nice.
based on the Dark Knight. You play by Aaron Eckhart, yeah.
You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain.
And you were a bit right, Shadow, when you say Bane, because it comes up with Bane's torso to build him based on Tom Hardy's portrayal of him. But I still think it's weird how you got to build Bane when he could have just been released as a separate figure to build. You know, we don't need to build.
Yeah, I get it with King Jaw. Yeah, King Shark, but
yeah, King Shark's bigger, of course.
But Bane, seriously?
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
I mean, I would have understood if they based it off the comics, but seriously, talking about Rises.
Yeah, it's weird, that. So
could have just made that figure.
Yeah, they could have just made it as a figure itself, not wanting to build it. And they could have also, and for some reason, I've not even seen them do a figure of Anne Hathaway's Catwoman either, unfortunately. I mean, it's might be a bit of a hot take, guys, but I think she's better than Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman, in my opinion.
Yep, far better.
But obviously, well, guys, my favorite Catwoman of all time in live action is Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in my opinion, no one can top her as Catwoman for me. And then, guys, I got a video game from Kex. So I went to Kex afterwards, and this is actually an installment in a franchise by Ubisoft, guys. Can you guys guess what it is? It's also a third installment to a classic edition of it as well.
A Ubisoft game and a third.
Blaze knows because I told him when I got it. Oh, Lucky Nerd left us.
Okay, let me see. Yeah. Do we have? Is it an Assassin's Creed game?
No, it's not Assassin's Creed. No, and I'm actually kind of done with that franchise now. Anyway, to be honest.
How about Far Cry?
Yeah, it is. It is. Can you guess which one it is? In that?
Is it Far Cry 3?
Yeah, it is. The classic edition of Far Cry 3. I've seen lots of clips of this on YouTube, guys, and it looks like a phenomenal game. And the villain of the game, Vaas, is my favorite role of all time from Michael Mando as well. Absolutely terrifying villain performance in this as Vaas.
I mean, so far my favorite role of his is Better Call Saul.
Natural, yes, my favorite live action role of his. And then, guys, I then got a film, a Blu-ray for a film which actually has my favourite wall of all time from Guy Pearce. Can you guys guess what that film is? It's a film that stars Guy Pearce, my favourite wall of his, and it's from the producer of Taken as well. It's also sci-fi as well.
You mentioned the movie channel.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Lockout.
Lockout. Yeah, Lockout. I think this movie is pretty good, underrated too. I'd love to see a sequel to it as well. Then, guys, I got 2 movie steelbooks for Blu-rays, and one of them is it's actually appeared that Daniel's not here because I got a Tarantino film on Blu-ray as a steelbook. And Shadow, can you guess what that film is that I got as a steelbook by Tarantino?
Django Unchained?
No, unfortunately, I couldn't see that.
Okay. I know you have Pulp Fiction, so...
Yeah, I do.
Kill Bill?
No, unfortunately.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
No, unfortunately.
Damn it. What else? Hang on.
No, it's not Pulp Fiction, George. I've already got that as a steelbook.
Yeah, is it Inglourious Basterds?
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Yeah, love Inglourious Basterds. Yeah. From there, you have Aldo Rain, and on the back, you have IB and the logo there, yeah. And the other steelbook, guys, is actually for a film which has a huge special place in my heart because this is actually my favourite movie in this category of type of movie, actually. And I've already reviewed this on my channel as well. So my clue is it's one of my favourite films of all time, and you got to guess what it is. I've already reviewed it as well.
Okay, and I have a look at your channel. See that here. Okay, which franchise is it from?
Well, I'll give you another clue. It's also animated as well.
Is it Super Mario?
No, it's not that, unfortunately. I got a steelbook.
What else could it be? Who is the director?
The director of this movie is none other than Lee Unkrich.
Lee Unkrich. Is it Toy Story? Toy Story 3?
Yes, it is. My favorite animated movie of all time as a Blu-ray steelbook.
Nice.
So front cover is the toys themselves, like in the iconic poster, and on the back, Woody. My favorite of all time from Tom Hanks. And this steelbook actually has text on it, guys. You can actually feel some things like the logo itself and Buzz and Woody's faces and all that. So yeah, definitely love this design of it. It's amazing. Now it's also pity that Ozzy isn't here.
Got a friend in me.
Yeah. It's also a pity, guys, that Ozzy's not here because this next thing I got is actually another Blu-ray movie, which I got from HMV. And can you guess what that film is? It's a film that came out this year as well, by the way. That's all at cinema.
Evil Dead Rise?
No, unfortunately. Because I just said it's a pity Ozzy's not here.
Ah, man. Let's have a look. This.
Ozzy here, guys, and he's right. It's Mario. Hey, Ozzy, nice to see you here, by the way. Yeah, you're right. I was just saying, just then, Ozzy, I don't know if you heard, but I said it's a pity that you're not here in the chat because you'd have probably been really happy about this if you were here, but you probably are happy now because, yeah, I got Mario, guys, on Blu-ray. Finally got it.
Peaches, 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 peaches.
And this is also the Power Up edition of it as well, guys. I'm not sure what that means or not, but I got it because, yeah, I'm wondering, you know... No, it's not John Wick 4, lucky nerd. I got that last time I was in Manchester. Yeah. And now, guys, on to the final thing, which I don't know if this might be the best thing to last or not, but it's actually another figure, guys. And it's not for a DC or Marvel character or anything like that. It's actually for a character which it says it's by Diamond Select Toys, and it's for a character who doesn't really talk very much in his scenes or whatever. It's a he, by the way. And it's also my favourite role of the actor as well. And he usually as well says things like, yeah.
John Wick.
Yeah, it's John Wick, a figure of John Wick. And this figure, according to a box, is based on Chapter 2. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. And so, yeah, definitely going to look forward to unboxing this in the future. You're celebrating, Ozzy? That's awesome. That's fine, Ozzy, yeah. I'm glad your internet's back up. Feel free to join voice chat whenever you're free, yeah? You know, in the future, of course, yeah. When you're not busy, that is. But yeah, I think today was definitely a very good spend, I'll say that. Oh, Ozzy's here, brilliant. Hey, Ozzy.
Made it.
Yeah, you made it, yeah, nice one. So is everything all okay with you know, what you're up to? Because Shadow said you were busy with something.
Yeah, Wi-Fi down.
Oh,
like
okay.
I said in the comments.
Well, I'm glad it's sorted, yeah. Wi-Fi showing off sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep. Tell me about it.
But yeah, but yeah, I'll only here for a little bit because, again, I'm pretty sure Shadow told you earlier that I am going to a friend's house. That's later, though, so I'm only here for a little bit.
That's fine, yeah, no worries. Yeah, that's right, Monday I got Mario on Blu-ray, yeah, and yeah, nice to see you there. Feel free to join voice chat if you want to, you're more than welcome to. So guys, I'll ask you, what were your favorite things that I got this week?
Well, Super Mario, no questions asked for me there. And Toy Story 3 Steelbook.
Very nice, yeah.
Toy Story 3 and Mario.
Very nice, and there's the plushie of Mario. And how about figures, guys?
John Wick. Yeah, easily John.
Yeah, John Wick.
Yeah, but I thought you missed the haul of what I got from Manchester today. Because I got figures of Two-Face from The Dark Knight, and also a figure of John Wick from Chapter 2, and also Steelbooks of Inglourious Basterds and Toy Story 3, and also the Guy Pearce film Lockout on Blu-ray, and also Mario on Blu-ray, the movie, and also the game Far Cry 3 on PS4 as well.
It's funny how you showed Inglourious Basterds because I saw that this week. Yeah,
what a coincidence that you saw it, and I then got it as a Steelbook. Yeah, it was definitely incredible about all that I got those. So Ozzy, what did you think of Inglourious Basterds?
Oh, I thought it was really good.
Yeah,
it was funny at times.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, indeed, John Wick. Yeah, I'm glad to finally have a figure with my favorite actor. I can put it on my desk too. My favorite actor in my favorite role of his too. Yeah. So Ozzy, what have you been up to this week then, aside from watching Inglourious Basterds, if you want to share with people?
Well, I've been getting more Blu-rays and I upgraded some movies too.
Very nice, yeah. And for the audience who are wanting to know, which ones did you upgrade, Ozzy?
The only one I upgraded was my Batman and Batman Returns Blu-ray.
Very nice. And which one did you buy for the first time?
The movie Trick or Treat that I'm watching this upcoming Halloween.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, I've been meaning to watch that this Halloween too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching the Halloween as well. And a Blu-ray of Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, I have a Blu-ray of that movie too. Yeah, one of Tim Burton's other masterpieces too.
And also, look, when it comes to what Ozzy just told you, I actually predicted it correctly. What he got.
You predicted correctly.
Yeah, because Ozzy asked both me and Vermondo who wants to guess what he got, and I said Trick or Treat, Edward Scissorhands.
Yep. And Daniel's back with us. Nice, that's good.
Nice one.
Yes, I had a very delicious lunch. Can any of you guys guess what I had?
I don't know. What did you have, Daniel? Tell us.
Okay. I was confused because you guys all love pizza, so therefore I thought you guys would say pizza.
Well, is that what you had?
Yes, that is what I had.
Well, very nice. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.
Nice one. Mm.
It was a interesting choice because it wasn't cheese, it wasn't pepperoni, it was something called spicy southwestern.
Very nice.
So, you guys ready to hear my full-fledged thoughts on my experience and my ranking for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Well, Daniel, the problem is because your mic is muffled. People in the chat on the stream might not be able to hear you that well, unfortunately.
Unless they turn up the volume really loud. Yeah,
It's muffled, though, guys. Even when I got my phone on volume, I can't understand properly unless I'm listening really carefully.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave momentarily and then I'm going to try.
Right. Okay, yeah, whatever it takes, to help you, with this, yeah. Because obviously I want people to hear you properly, of course, yeah.
All right, I will be back in 1 minute.
All right.
All right, then.
Yeah. That's great, Blaze, you're doing part 2 reactions doing well, yeah. Nice one. Glad to hear it, man. But yeah, this week's been pretty good, yeah, and hopefully this stream will hopefully go well.
Yeah, really hope.
Okay, Daniel's back.
And can you hear me better now?
Now I can, yeah.
Now we can hear you much better.
All right, that's the benefits of the Wi-Fi, apparently.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
All right, so not sure if Ozzy has the same experience as me, but for me, I was 10 years old when the 2012 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV show came out on Nickelodeon. I was there day one, opening night on the Nickelodeon show, and from there, I was absolutely hooked. Just fantastic TV show. Leonardo is my personal favorite Ninja Turtle out of the 4. I still think Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo are fantastic, but Leo is my boy. And then eventually I got around to watching the first trilogy of films, and let me tell you something. I legitimately was shocked to find out that the third one was just as bad as his reputation turned out.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that you didn't like this third one, Daniel, considering how much you care about this franchise from what you've just said.
Yeah, and you can also imagine my anger and disappointment with the first Michael Bay produced one that came out the same year I watched 3.
Well, I suppose I can because I've not heard good things about the Michael Bay first movie.
Yeah, so yesterday I was able to watch the 3 either direct-to-DVD or direct-to-streaming Ninja Turtles movies. One of them has got major points for having the greatest DC character of all time, so I'll get to them momentarily. So as far as my full-fledged ranking of all of the 10 movies that I've seen, you guys have already heard that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, just wow. I absolutely love the character of Casey Jones from the original 1990 movie, and what they do to him in part 3 just angered me.
I don't want to be reminded of that.
Yeah, it's best we don't talk spoilers either for anyone who's not seen the films yet, who is planning to watch them.
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil anything about the movies. I'll just, no spoilers, obviously. I'll just share my quick, in-depth thoughts on all of them without spoiling anything for your guys' benefit.
Right.
So, right above part 3, to no surprise whatsoever, being that I just mentioned it, will have to be the first Michael Bay Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. This movie gets a couple points because it has Will Arnett as well as Alan Richardson, but pretty much everything else just, the CGI reminds me of Phase 4 of the MCU, just really atrocious.
Oh dear. And also, Dan, I can also imagine your disdain for the films also involves Megan Fox, doesn't it, as well?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, Megan Fox's character of April O'Neil is the reason why I stopped caring about the character of April O'Neil, which is why when I get to Mutant Mayhem, I'll talk more friendly about it, because being that I no longer care for April O'Neil, I have absolutely no problem with the fact that she was changed to a black character, because the Megan Fox version just permanently just never cared about her. So
even though changing the race was unfaithful to the original April.
Yeah, it's all because of Megan Fox and her portrayal that I just stopped caring about April O'Neil. So I'll get to Mutant Mayhem and I'll be more friendly on it, but just to get this out of the way, the first direct-to-video Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, so we've already discussed the bottom two, Turtles Forever from 2009. This was the 25th anniversary edition of the franchise. It was a television movie, and it's basically Spider-Man No Way Home, but for Ninja Turtles, and it's fun if you enjoyed all of the 87 TV show, the 2012 TV show, and a bunch of other stuff. I just didn't like the animation, so I can't rank it particularly high.
So is this an animated movie?
Yes, it is an animated movie.
Okay.
All right, so now that we got the bottom three out of the way, I'm going to start be a little bit more friendly from here on out. So my number 7 will have to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2007, the animated, theatrically released movie from 2007 that, if I recall correctly, let me look this up really quick. Yeah, you have Fred Testosterone as a supporting character, so that was pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys interviewed him a few weeks ago, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So this movie, yeah. So the movie is fine. There's a couple castings that I hated that I won't mention, but it's serviceable enough. It's if you're a Ninja Turtles fan, I'm pretty sure you can have enough fun with it. But I don't know. It's like a 6 out of 10, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. I can't rank it particularly high.
Mm-hmm.
My number 5 would have to be Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. This was the Netflix one that came out last year. This movie gets points because I thought the animation is gorgeous. I absolutely love it, but it's a movie finale to a TV show that I didn't watch. One of the few Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV shows I didn't watch, so it was confusing watching a movie that's basically set up as a finale for a TV show I didn't watch, but I thought the animation was pretty gorgeous, so I ranked it a little bit higher because I really dug the animation.
Okay, cool.
And my number 4 will have to be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Out of the Shadows, the sequel to the first Michael Bay produced one. This movie gets points because I think it has way better ideas. I love the addition of Bebop and Rocksteady, and this movie also gets more points for me because I absolutely love Stephen Amell. So sure, he can only wear the mask one time, but anything Stephen Amell in, you're bound to get a little more positive points for me.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else? Also, I thought Tyler Perry, for what it's worth, was good enough. He's a very underrated actor.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now we're into the top 4. So my number 4 will be Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is the direct-to-video 2019 film where Batman, Batgirl, and Robin forge an alliance with the Turtles to go up against Shredder and Ra's al Ghul.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a Batman fan, there's a plenty of Batman stuff to enjoy about it. And if you're a Turtles fan, it's basically two things merged together, and it's pretty fun for all of it. And even though it wasn't Kevin Conroy, I did appreciate that the voice actor for 2019 did a pretty spot-on Kevin Conroy impression.
I'm pretty sure that was Troy Baker, Daniel, who did it for that movie, for Batman.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Troy Baker as Batman.
All right, so now we're into the top 3. Ozzy, what do you think is my third favorite Ninja Turtles movie?
Would it be Mutant Mayhem?
It will be Mutant Mayhem because I got so much nostalgia for the first one, A Secret of You. So for right now, I've only seen the movie twice. I haven't watched it 20 plus times. I'm putting Mutant Mayhem as my number 3. I think it's good. 8.75 out of 10. I wasn't crazy about a couple of things and a couple of casting, but I thought it was fun. I got more points because I thought it was the funniest out of all of the Ninja Turtles movies. Like, comedy is also very subjective. If a movie can make you laugh, then it knocks back a bunch of points for me. But if a movie can make you laugh, you're going to boost up some points for me. And I thought a lot of the humor in the movie just fit for me. And just like with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse and Mitchell Smith's Machines, it's got that watercolor animation that I'm a huge fan of. So I had a really good time with Mutant Mayhem. Hold on a second. Oh, yeah. If you're a Mr. Beast fan, look out for his blink and you miss a cameo. But I also enjoyed his cameo as well since I'm a big Mr. Beast fan.
Mm-hmm.
So my number 2, to absolutely no surprise, would have to be The Secret of the Ooze. Luke, are you a Vanilla Ice fan?
What, as in ice cream?
No, Vanilla Ice, the band.
I'm not. I don't think I've listened to her music, Daniel.
All right, so I have grown up loving Vanilla Ice a lot, and so the fact that you got Vanilla Ice performing a song in Secret of the Ooze and the Ninja Turtles are dancing to it, I had a lot of fun with that.
Very nice.
It's the ninja rap song that I really like.
Yep, absolutely. And to absolutely no surprise whatsoever, 10 out of 10 always will be the greatest Ninja Turtles movie of all time. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990, one of my personal favorite comic book movies of all time, that actually has a supporting role for Sam Rockwell, which I also appreciated.
Daniel, when it comes to Sam Rockwell, would you say he was better in that film than he was in Iron Man 2?
Oh, yeah, without question, he was better in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, thank God for that. I mean, my favorite wall of his guys is Wallen the Green Mile, actually, so far.
And
mine would actually be a tie between, just like you said, Green Mile, as well as the movie where he won the Oscar for, 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
I'll see if I can watch that one day.
my favorite role of it so far is in Moon.
Moon?
Yeah.
Wait, hang on, Moon. Isn't that what Marshall Allen won the Oscar for?
No, it's...
Because it sounds familiar, that movie name, Moon. When did it come out?
2009.
2009? Yeah, because it sounds familiar. It's on BBC iPlayer. Oh, God, there's an actor hating it.
Sadly, it's my biggest bad quality, too.
I need to get into an Uber so I can go back to my hotel room, but once I get back, I'll be back on the stream for the most part of it.
Yeah, no worries, Daniel. Yeah, have a safe journey.
All right, it should be like 20 minutes, but I'll be back pretty shortly.
All right, no worries.
So yeah, in this Moon movie, yeah, Kevin Disgracie is my biggest bad quality.
Yeah, I can imagine. Screw that, more and all the way. He's absolutely disgrace.
Other than that, I still think it's a great film.
So let me see what Marshall Ali won the Oscar for. Oh, it's Moonlight that he won the Oscar for. Moonlight. Okay.
Yeah, not a good movie.
And then he won it again in a comedy film called Green Book a couple of years later.
I watched that movie.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that he won 2 Oscars. Yeah, well done to him for that. He's a good actor, Marshall Ali. So yeah, and so Daniel told us his ranking of the movies. Yeah. I'll probably watch the classic ones first, though, guys. I'm not looking forward to watching any of the bad ones.
Yeah, so for the third one, then.
But yeah, I've also unfortunately not heard good things about Mutant Mayhem either, though, from what I've been seeing people talking about it. So yeah, especially what Don said too about it.
And yes, also I did tell Luke about Giancarlo getting wasted.
Yeah, that's very disappointing. Great actor being wasted. How dare we do it to Giancarlo Esposito? And of course, it's being unfaithful too for some reason, which is just stupid. Like, by all means, make April more likable than Megan Fox, but you don't need to change her appearance. That's unfaithful to the original or source material. And
for some reason, for some reason, they just had to make her fat.
What? That's not April. And secondly, as well, you know, like Dom was also saying that apparently the teenagers reading the Ninja Turtles sound like children for some reason, when the teenagers, not children.
Well, there's actually a little bit of backstory behind that.
Okay, so why do they sound like kids then, Ozzy? Tell me,
because they're actually voiced by teenagers.
Really? Well, they don't sound like it because Dante sound like children.
Well, I googled up their ages and they're teenagers.
Actual teenagers.
Yeah, I can get by.
More like the Child Mutant Ninja Turtles. we should probably call it CNNZ then instead. Donnie sounds like a 10-year-old girl. Oh God. And apparently, from what Don said, apparently there's also a very cringe scene involving twerking for some reason. Oh God.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I actually completely forgot about that scene.
Yeah, so please don't mind me turning red. For crying out loud.
Or She-Hulk for that matter.
Ugh. I say turning red because I was also animated too. And that was also totally wiped out my Pixar interest.
And I'm gonna say this is one of the few times where I can tolerate the race swapping.
Even though it's unfaithful to a source material.
I mean, probably because the biggest reason is probably because April's not annoying and not a Mary Sue in this one, at least from what I experienced.
I mean, make her likable again by all means, but you don't need to change her appearance. It's totally unnecessary.
And also, what was the point of making her fat?
Yeah, what was the point?
I'd rather not get into that one.
Yeah, I'd rather not too, because I think it's dumb to be unfaithful to a source material, and in my opinion, disrespectful to whoever created her as well. Yeah, me too, Declan. It's not nice, is it? It's absolutely horrible. I don't know why people like it so much. But yeah, the good thing is that, you know, that because I have, you know, Two-Face now, guys, it means I can unbox him and Scarecrow to finally finish building my Bane figure. Although, in my opinion, he shouldn't have been a Build-It figure. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
If I was an X-Man in real life, what powers would I like to have? I don't know. I mean, I'd love to have a healing factor like Wolverine. That'd be great. And so I wouldn't feel any pain. Wait, what?
The adamantium claws would be awesome.
I suppose, yeah. I'd also love to be able to teleport as well. I'd love to do that.
Yep.
Or maybe I could be a speedster. I'd love to be a speedster.
Or maybe shape-shifting.
Maybe. I think speedster will be great for me, so I'm not late for anything. Because one thing about me, guys, is that I like to be early for things, you know, really early. I don't want to be late.
Same goes for me.
Wait, Ozzy, what did you send in the Telegram chat? What's this?
Wait, what?
There's something
I didn't
in
send anything.
It's on August 4th. It's like a clip of something with Ezra Miller on it. Sent yesterday.
Oh, well, I forgot about that. I was trying to send it to Blaze, but I sent it to everybody.
All right. Yeah, well,
basically,
it's good editing.
Basically, someone's taking a whiz on Ezra Miller.
And it is for satisfying.
Con Air Air Force One watch together. Well, I suppose, you know, if you can get through John Cusack in Con Air, I guess. because John Cusack is someone who I lost respect for when he attacked Drunk 3PO on Twitter. I think he's an absolute douchebag.
Yep.
Yeah, indeed. My most hated actor of all time. Screw him to Kingdom Come. So yeah, and Ozzy, you are probably aware that I unfortunately had the pain of getting through The Witcher Series 3 this week and all.
Yep. And I still have time before I suffer.
I mean, where are you actually up to with Witcher, Ozzy?
I'm like halfway through season 2, I believe.
And how are you finding series 2 so far?
Not liking it.
Yeah, it's rubbish, isn't it?
Yep.
Honestly, as well, guys, I think series 2's episode 1 was better than series 3's episode 1, in my opinion, too.
Far better, because at least in that one, they didn't insult Geralt.
Yes, indeed. And also, how did you both react to my post in the TV show chat when I finished watching the series?
Found it satisfying.
I'm just like, well, now I know what grave I'm digging into now.
Yeah, because guys, when I finished watching the series, I was angry. I was really angry.
Yeah, so were me and Daniel when we finished it.
Like, I think it's one of the worst, series finales I've ever seen in my life, and I hope that show gets cancelled. It deserves to.
And yeah. I mean, we have writers attacking Henry, blaming the entire failure on him.
And also, guys, to rub salt in the wound, Daniel shared a Twitter post, or as it's now called X, and he said, of course, and the post said that one of the producers said that the reason why they made it unfavorable to source material is because the audience is American and they grew up on TikTok, and I think that's one of the dumbest things ever.
Okay, that is
that's delusional.
Like, I think it's disgusting, and in my opinion, very offensive to the American people. Like,
I mean,
seriously,
this guy literally called America a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, he's basically saying if you're American, then you grew up on TikTok, basically. But with all due respect, not everyone in the world uses TikTok. And second, of course, TikTok's only a recent thing, isn't it? It's not been around for ages, has it?
No.
And also, as well, the audience isn't just American, the whole world's watching the show. I mean, guys, I'm not even American, and I hated the second and third seasons.
So did I.
Yeah, and Shadow, you're Norwegian.
Yeah, Norwegian. I'm kind of Norwegian.
Yeah.
And also, TikTok is completely overrated.
I'm only on it to support my friends, guys. That's why I'm just here to support my friends.
I have literally no idea what people use it.
I'm only on it for my friends. Like Geese and Gamers and all that. Yeah, I can't believe about Dollar. I mean, folks, please let me know in the comments if you want to, where you live, and if you've seen The Witcher. Tell me, what you guys think of it, by all means. So Declan's British, and I mean, Declan, I don't know if you've seen The Witcher or not, but what do you think of it? I mean, do you reckon it went downhill in the second and third seasons like I think so? Yeah, Nox, you're from the Middle East, yes? Yes, you see what I mean? The show's watched by people all over the world.
Yeah, and also, you want to know something else? I also told my dad that I hated the third season, and he said he agreed with me. He hated it too.
He saw it too, did he? Oh, wow. You're American, Darth Prime, and George is British. Yeah, I think you mentioned one of your videos that you live in London, George, don't you? Yeah, very nice. Been to London quite a few times in my life, yeah.
I've only been there once.
Donnie's Canadian. Oh, see, you were watching it, Declan. Oh, I see. I can't blame you both for loving Series 3. Series 3 is trash. Yeah, as well to know, you're probably doing the right thing not watching the series. I mean, if you want to watch what's good, I'd recommend just the first season, because the first season's good. It just goes downhill after that. Really downhill. Because in the second and third seasons, they underuse Geralt a lot. He's a supporting character in his own show, basically, and they focus on the annoying characters who I don't even care about and make him so unlikable. Oh, Ozzy left us. He probably had to go to his friends. That's fine.
Yeah.
Totally fine. He'll probably say it in the chat, won't he? But he's got to go, which is absolutely fine.
When it comes
yes,
to
he did. He's got to head off. No worries, Ozzy.
And also, look, when it comes to season 3, how did you find Teseo?
Who the hell was that?
Like, you know, the one,
Like, because honestly, guys, I don't even remember most of the names of characters. They're so forgettable. Yes, he did, Declan. You're right. That's cool, Connor. You're British, like me, and we sports in football club. Awesome, man. So, Shadow, who is this character? Who is it?
It's one who always tells these girl wizards to not use chaos magic, but then of course she uses it.
Well, I think she's a total hypocrite. You're gonna see Man on Fire, are you, Connor? Well, hope you enjoy it. It's a great movie. Yeah, but I think you mentioned on one of my streams that you're from Kazakhstan, aren't you? Yeah, very nice. And you hate Series 3, yeah. Can't blame you, man. I hate it too. Take care, Connor. Hope you enjoy Man on Fire. It's a good movie. Yeah, Invincible's great, Rex. I love Invincible. Can't wait for a second series.
Yeah, especially after the Adam E special.
It was amazing, Matt. It made me more hyped for a second series.
Man, now I want to see season 2 even more.
Well, I've got till November to wait for it. Oh, what's Blaze sent me now? Blaze, you've already sent me this on our messages and all that.
I know that this is the short.
Walter White Scarlet didn't exist. Good one. Yeah, indeed. Brandon Palmer's a legend. He earned my respect when he called out Hollywood. Indeed, yes, my favorite voice actor's going to be in the cast too, which I'm very excited for. Yeah, I can't wait to hear Peter calling Invincible Series 2. I'm very excited for that.
Yeah, I hope he appears in more episodes.
Yeah, he could be like a recurring character. Yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah, I just don't want him to only appear in like one episode.
I really hope he appears recurringly. That's fine, George. No worries. Yeah. And I also hope you guys also enjoyed this week's episode of Hound as well. If you guys saw it.
Yep. Loved it.
That's cool. And also, Shadow, how did you react to the last line of the episode that was said by Dreadwind?
Yes, setting up Dark of the Moon.
Yeah, because he literally said the title, The Dark of the Moon is Rising. And there's a lot more to come as well. And if you're wondering, Shadow, as well, the next episode are going to bring in another Transformers Prime character.
Nice.
Do you want to guess who it is?
Is it Bulkhead?
No, he's already in the series, Shadow.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it Knockout?
Yeah, it's Knockout.
Okay.
You have ruined my paint job.
Yeah, and if you guys are wondering, I'll be doing an impression of Darren Norris from Transformers Prime because he's my favourite Knockout. So yeah. So Blaze, when it comes to things that I got this week, what did you say your favourite things were again?
Oh, let me remember quickly.
See you, Declan. Take care.
Take care, Declan.
I think it was the John Wick figure.
Very nice.
Then the Levy.
Very nice.
So yeah, when it comes to last week I also managed to play some more Ghost of Tsushima.
Oh yeah, where you up to with that, Shadow?
I finally now defeated the Eagle.
You defeated the Eagle?
Yeah, the Eagle.
Very nice.
Man, she was hard.
Yeah, I can imagine, man.
And even on easy mode, I found it hard to defeat her.
Yeah. I mean, have you unlocked all of Jin's stances you can select, Shadow?
Yeah.
Nice one. Have you upgraded his skills too?
Well, I think I've done that in quite a bit.
Well, I suggest for you do as much as you can because they can really help you against the bosses. That's what I did. And of course, as well, guys, next week expect me to post a review for Ghost of Tsushima as well.
Look forward to that one.
Yep. And just so you know, Shadow, when it comes to watching bad sequels, there is going to be an animated sequel, which I do plan to see how bad it is. And it's only so I can probably post like a rant video on my channel on movie didn't need a sequel, yeah?
Okay, what movie is this?
It's an animated sequel, by the way, and I'll give you another clue. It's also a direct-to-video sequel as well.
Is it Disney?
It's a Disney one, yeah.
Is it Mulan 2?
Unfortunately.
Damn it.
I mean, the fact that you tell me it's a 0 out of 10 from you, gives me all the knowledge that I need. No, I'm probably going to hate it too.
Oh, you will. You will hate it. I mean, they make Mushu into a complete a-hole.
Yeah.
He's basically the main villain of the movie.
Yeah, and I think what we've told him a wound, he's not even watched Eddie Murphy anymore, is he?
Nope. And Pat Morita gets wasted.
Oh no, not Pat.
Let's see, what else? I think Shang and Mulan.
I mean, Charlotte, didn't you say they made Mulan unlikable?
They made both of them a bit unlikable.
Oh no.
Well, at least at the end of the movie. But there is only one satisfying scene in the movie. Is
it where a character is unlikable gets hurt or something?
Kinda.
Okay.
It's where I'll say this. Mulan slams Mushu for what he did to her.
Oh, that's satisfying, I guess. But Shadow, would you say it's probably the worst Disney sequel you've seen?
Yeah. I would also say it's the worst Disney movie I've seen in my life.
But didn't you say if I was Mulan remake, that was the worst one you've seen in your life?
That's the worst live action movie.
Okay. But what would you rather watch, an animated sequel or the remake?
I mean, like I said in the movie channel, Mulan 2 is a masterpiece compared to that.
Wow. Thankfully, I refuse to watch a remake.
Good.
Because I feel like I'm not going to be missing anything if I don't see it.
Nope. Not missing anything at all. Because there's no Mushu in that one. Just a phoenix for some reason.
Yeah, I also heard that apparently for some reason they turned BD1's character from the movie into two characters for some reason. General, they turned him into two characters for some reason. What's he called? The guy who BD1 plays. Yeah, Captain Lee Shan, turned him into two characters for some reason in this remake.
And Mulan's companions aren't even in the movie, who of course I love.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, I heard that as well as Mushu, they cut out several characters from the animated film for some reason.
Okay, we got of course Yao, Ling, and Shampoo. And they're not even in the movie. They're not even in the pic. And I love them.
That sucks. And I also as well see that in the in the the Chinese language versions of the animated film that Jackie Chan voiced Li Shang, which is pretty cool. Did you know about Shadow that Jackie Chan did the dubbing for a Chinese dubs of it?
No, I did not.
Yeah, the animated one. Thankfully not a remake, as far as I know.
Another thing I hated was how they just had to make the female villain of the remake. They just had to redeem her for some reason.
What? So we did the whole redeeming villain cliche?
Yeah, they just called her she was just like misunderstood.
Oh, I really miss the era of villains being threatening and not, like where they're completely threatening and irredeemable. I miss that era of villains. Really do.
Now, thankfully, we got that in Guardians 3, but of course, I'm not gonna talk much about that movie.
Yeah, please don't. And also, when it comes to Donnie Yen, Shadow, in this remake, did he do martial arts by any chance?
I think so. I mean, I've forgotten most of the movie for good reason.
And also, Shadow, is the movie boring as well?
Yep. And there's Mulan somewhere soon in the movie too.
And yeah, because it says it's 115 minutes, so it sounds like it was a complete waste of time.
And also, Disney lost even more on my respect when I saw when I saw that they found a concentration camp.
Yeah, it's disgusting, isn't it? And apparently they're doing a sequel to this remake too. So yeah, oh my god, I'm definitely not going to see that. Definitely not.
Okay, well, I guess I could give but probably the one and the only good quality I can say is Ming-Na Wen's cameo.
Yeah, I heard that she cameos in this remake as someone who introduces Mulan to the Emperor.
Yeah, only 5 seconds.
Does she even say anything?
Yeah, she just says introducing Mulan, I think.
I don't know why, but that feels like it's trying to pass the torch to the actually players in the remake. Passing the torch.
I think it was.
But it doesn't sound like it was executed well, to be honest.
It wasn't.
5 seconds of the real Mulan. I mean, Mulan is actually my favorite wall of all time from Ming-Na Wen, actually, as well.
Same.
Yeah, Mulan's one of my favorite female characters too of all time as well.
Oh no! Ming-Na Wen's in it for 13 seconds.
13. Okay. Wait, have you just looked it up, Shadow?
Yeah, I just looked it up. Oh yeah, we're getting a Tangled remake.
Yeah, I heard about that on Twitter. Yeah, they're doing that. Seriously? Oh my god.
It's only been 10 years.
I think it's a bit early for a remake, don't you think?
And if you want to talk about early remakes, Moana comes to mind.
Yeah, we're doing a remake for that for some reason, and apparently they're getting the actors who voice for characters in that film to play them in live action, aren't they? Like Dwayne Johnson, for example, for some reason.
No, thankfully, Oli Carvalho, did not want. Yes, she did not want to reprise the role.
She's probably dodging a bullet.
So she actually earned more stuff for that.
Yeah, well done for dropping out. Yeah, I've seen Bad Dollar because that animated series, of course, is my favorite show, and that scene was beautiful. Adam West and Kevin Conroy. It's a shame they're both no longer with us. Rest in peace to both of them, legends. I think one example of a video game which has changed the events of movies to fit into a dimensional crisis could probably be, of course, Lego Dimensions.
Yeah.
Because you may notice, Shadow, that of course it prevents Gandalf from dying, doesn't it? And it changes the whole Lord of the Rings story, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And what's weird is after the game finishes, the events of Lord of the Rings don't continue on. They just, they just stopped, really, pretty much. Because you can explore Middle Earth, and Sauron is still there, isn't he?
Yeah, but on the bright side, at least Boromir's alive.
Yeah, Boromir's still alive. You do a quest for him, which is pretty. But of course, unfortunately, Gollum's also alive too.
Mm.
And also so Saruman as well. I think one of my bad qualities with the Lord of the Rings open world and like what I mentioned is no Isengard for some reason when it appears in the game in one of the missions.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Like, if you're going to include Isengard in the story mode, why not include it in free roam? And also, same thing applies to Rohan as well. That's not in the game either.
No.
So, with that in mind, guys, I'll probably continue that thing in LEGO Dimensions, where it does change the outcome of several franchises, basically. And when it comes, of course, to this game as well, what it'll also do is, in order to bring in as many, like, enemies as possible in the game, it will basically be, brought in from the past, present, and future this time, basically. Not just from present day, if you get what I mean. So, for example, when it comes to, say, the Dark Knight in the game, I'd include past villains who've died, like Ra's al Ghul and, like Two-Face and Bane as well. And of course, I'd explain that the Joker and Scarecrow, of course, got released from prison. I'd also have a past version of Catwoman as well before she turned to a good side with Bruce, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to, of course, prevent time going wrong, the villains would of course get sent back to their timelines before they were taken, basically. Because it's explained that by being brought out of their time, it creates a new timeline, basically, where they lived, of course. And so that would probably be it would work, and it would also address a plot hole in the first LEGO Dimensions game, because you know how in the Simpsons level where you fight Lord Business, it's a bit confusing because isn't he supposed to redeem himself in the LEGO movie?
Yeah.
So I would explain that the reason why he was evil in that mission was because he was recruited in the past before he turned good, basically.
And of course, Clark Land is
still there.
Also still there, yeah.
I mean, what I can probably guess is it got repaired, maybe? I don't know.
That'll probably be the only explanation I can guess.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, ask him Monday if he's coming.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, it'd be great to have him here. Talk about things. So yeah, I can ask him what his favorite thing was what I got this week.
I would probably guess Mario.
Yeah, he said it in the comments, so maybe he'll say it again. Yeah.
And he also got some movies he would like to show.
Does he now? Well, let's see what he's got.
Well, some of them you will love.
I'm gonna love. Okay, that's great.
That he showed what he got to me in Aussie.
Very nice.
Yesterday.
I mean, do you guys talk in like a group chat or something?
Yeah, we did.
Very nice.
Oh, he said that he'll be in 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Well, isn't that going to be when the stream's over? Because we're like 94 minutes in. And so, yeah, Disney just doing cash grabs, aren't they? Which is just a dumb move. Like, why not do something original and animated like they used to do, which was great? I miss that era of Disney.
Yeah, like something that both me and Vermont agree on. Fantasia 3.
Yeah, do something that's original and not like a cash grab remake or anything like that. Do something original for a change.
Because, yeah, I would love to see a third Fantasia movie.
Hmm.
But that's completely 2D animated, not 3D.
It's like I said on my video on why I'd love to see sequels to Treasure Planet, because I want that to still be in 2D and not 3D, because when you do 2D to 3D, it can go horribly wrong sometimes. And I know this due to Spirit by DreamWorks.
I was about to mention that.
Yeah.
Wasn't that animation creepy as hell?
Yeah, it was. It was horrendous in the sequel, yeah. No, the ones in the chat saying, please give us Fantasia 3, Disney. So when it comes to Lego The Hobbit, Shadow, would you say you got favourite characters to play as all the time in that game?
Well, based on what I remember, I was like playing as Bilbo.
Very nice. One thing that I think is interesting as well with it is also how for some reason in the scene taking place where you see Frodo, you can play as Sam for some reason too, which I think is interesting.
Probably nostalgia based from Lord of the Rings game.
I guess so. Or it's supposed to be a Hobbit game, and what's also interesting is I know it's a character you can unlock in the Shire is Rosie Cotton, so I wonder why she's in the game. Definitely think that's interesting.
I mean, she wasn't even in the Hobbit.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, Frodo was in it, so yeah, I can see why he'd be in the game. And when it comes to a company of dwarves in the game, well, I mean, aside from Thorin, my favourite dwarf is probably Dwalin.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, I really like Dwalin.
No, I also love Balin.
Yeah, Balin's great too, yeah. Yeah, Dwalin will always be my favourite wall of there, Graham McTavish.
Same.
Yeah. Dwalin, at your service.
So did you hear the new Lego game announcement?
Oh yeah, what are we doing now?
Apparently it said that we're gonna get a new Harry Potter game.
Oh yeah, Daniel shared it in the video game chat, yeah. And apparently it's gonna be like Lego Skywalker Saga.
Kind of just sounds like Lego Hogwarts Legacy, if you ask me.
Probably, yeah. I mean, I'd love to explore a massive Hogwarts again, though. Like a really big Hogwarts. I'd love it if you could enter each of the movies and the open world would constantly change depending on what movie you're in. I think that'd be pretty cool. And you could visit all the iconic locations in the franchise. That'd be great.
I mean, as long as they don't add anything from Fantastic Beasts, I'm happy.
Yeah, I think we should probably keep that separate. Daniel's want to hear about Dollop. So if we're going to do that, like a Harry Potter game, it's also making me wonder, will they by any chance get any of the actors back from movies to reprise their roles? Because that'd be interesting.
I would hope that Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson comes back.
Yeah, that'd be great. If they can't get any of those back, they could probably get the voices from the previous Harry Potter games to voice them, really. I mean, I think Adam Sopp, who voices Harry in several Harry Potter games, in my opinion, does a spot-on impression of Daniel Radcliffe, so I wouldn't mind him voicing it if Daniel Radcliffe isn't available.
And when it comes to Hagrid,
I mean, I don't know anyone can do any impressions of what would be Coltrane.
Might be someone out there.
If not, then I'd suggest they just use archive audio or something from movies. Out of respect, maybe, I guess.
And also if it is true we're gonna get a Harry Potter game, then please let the 100% completion reward be J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, I think that'd be great. Yeah, maybe she could be a character with lots of maybe all the powers of a wizard. That'd be great, couldn't it?
Yeah, and if J.K. Rowling actually voices herself in the game, that would be pretty sweet.
Blaze, you already told me that Mike was interested in being in the Cybertron series.
Yeah, this time he confirmed it himself.
Yeah. Well, Blaze, I'm not reading the script yet because after I finish answers, I'll be taking a break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes sense since you upload every single day episode.
Yeah, exactly. You can see that I'm busy with that. I mean, I definitely think it could probably work, you know, a new Lego Harry Potter game as well, especially due to Harry Potter also being in Lego Dimensions as well. That definitely gave me hope to see Harry Potter on a next gen console as a new Lego game. Oh, Daniel's back was nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Daniel, I might have some pretty good news for you about when it comes to shows I'll be watching in the future.
Sure, please tell me.
So, as you may be not knowing right now, I'm watching The Office's American remake, you know, for the time being. But another show I'll be checking out afterwards will be a show that I definitely want to watch because apparently it's original and also not woke either, from what I've heard about it. And that is an animated series, which is Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Nice.
Wow. I have such a big grin on my face. I wish I could show you if it weren't for the fact that I'm in Vegas right now. But yeah, I have such a massive grin on my face.
Yeah.
So do I, Daniel. So do I.
Yeah. I thought I'd give it a watch, guys, because, you know, lots of them are for voice actors are in it. And, yeah. And apparently, from what I've been told, apparently it's not woke either, thankfully. I mean,
yeah, it's so weird that I didn't even watch it until 2020 when everything shut down. I just binge watched on Netflix and immediately fell in love with it.
Very nice. And Daniel, would you say it's better than the Avatar 2009 movie?
Yeah, without question.
I can watch for that. I can watch for that.
Yeah. And also, guys, isn't there a spin-off sequel called The Legend of Korra?
Yeah, but that show to me is okay. I mean,
yeah, that's an okay show in my opinion.
I mean, it's not equally as great as Avatar was, but it's fine. It had its moments.
Sorry, Shadow.
Yeah, it had its moments, but yeah, it just did not live up to Avatar.
Yeah, but it was weird because I thought the odd seasons were really strong, and I thought the even seasons were significantly weaker. I did appreciate that they brought in J.K. Simmons to do the
J.K. Simmons did it, nice.
Yeah,
I also appreciated the fact that they paid homage to one of the voice actors from Avatar who passed away and was recast. His name was Mako. So I appreciated that they paid homage to him.
Mako. Yeah, he was perfectly cast as Arrow.
And also, guys, I mainly want to watch it as well because Mark Hamill's in it as well.
Yeah, Fire-Lord Ozai.
Yeah, I've heard that many people say it's one of his best roles of all time as well.
Yep.
Yeah, no spoilers, obviously, but he's fantastic.
And I'll definitely say this: Ozai is my second favorite voice role of his behind Joker.
Oh wow, your second favorite? That's cool. Oh, Susan Eisenberg's in it. Heck yeah, my favorite voice actress is in it. So yeah, when the time comes, guys, when I watch obviously remake, I'll then be watching Last Airbender. And also, guys, you guys can also confirm it's not woke, is it? Avatar, is it?
Nope. Not at all.
Thank God for that.
It came out at a point in time before wokeism was even considered a thing.
That's good. I mean, isn't it also made in Asia, guys?
It has a bunch of Asian characters, but it's set in a fictional Earth.
Yeah, but wasn't the show produced in Asia, or was it produced in America?
It was produced in America, but they brought in a bunch of Asian animated artists to do the work for all the animation.
All right, that's cool.
Now, on the sad side, though, the show does feature some actors that I don't like anymore. And one example of that is Josh Sakai.
Oh God, not him. I think he's a douchebag.
Who did he play?
I think he played the warden in the prison episode.
Oh,
where all the Earthbenders was kept.
Yeah, I remember that episode. Thank you for reminding me because I did not like that guy in that episode. It doesn't help the fact that he's voiced by an actor I don't like.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, isn't it? Yeah. And also, guys, if you guys were wondering if I'm going to watch the live action movie and the live action series, my answer to that is no.
Good.
I mean, I've heard really bad things about the movie, so I'm not going to watch it.
And I mean, the movie is equally as bad as you think it is. I
mean, I don't even want to watch it, guys. I mean, because from what I've seen of it, clips and all that, and people's reviews were ranting about it, it sounds like it's not worth my time at all.
So as far as my thoughts on the live-action Avatar show, it's more than likely I will just skip out on it, despite the fact that Daniel J. Kim is playing Fire-Lord Ozai. I think that's actually perfect casting, but it's one I'll most likely skip out on.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip on it too.
Yeah, I don't want to see my first South Korean actor who actually celebrated his birthday yesterday, get probably wasted in this series.
Speaking of birthdays, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
So, obviously, Luke, you didn't celebrate this guy's birthday, but understandably, he's not one of your all-time favorite actors of all time. Understandably, I was curious: do you have a personal favorite role of Billy Bob Thornton, who celebrated his birthday yesterday?
Billy Bob Thornton. The name rings a bell. Let me look him up. Maybe seen him in some things. He's been
in a bunch of movies I've just loved.
Wow, I'm looking at his filmography right now, seeing as anything he's been in that I've seen.
And also, Luke, you will also know that Daniel J. Kim is in the original show of Avatar.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
He appears in the first episode of season 2.
Right, that's cool.
And I'll also say this, that Jason Isaacs also does a spot-on American accent.
Well, he's a great actor, so I'm not surprised. Daniel, I've not really got for Billy Bob Thornton, to be honest. I don't really know him that well.
All right. for that reason, I will give you my top 10 personal favorite Billy Bob Thornton movies. So, my personal favorite Billy Bob Thornton movie will probably have to be one of the best comedies of 2003 with Bernie Mac, and that would have to be Bad Santa.
Not seeing that.
And I thought Halle Bailey, and Heath Ledger were all fantastic in Monsters Ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's the movie that got Halle Bailey her Oscar, and it was because of her and Heath Ledger and obviously, Billy Bob Thornton. I think the most high-profile thing that you've seen him in, Luke, would have to be his small role in Armageddon.
Yeah, Armageddon, yeah, as someone called Dan Truman, and yeah, and I see that he was also, unfortunately, in Love Actually as well.
Was he doing a British accent in that movie?
He was playing the President of the United States, Daniel, in that movie.
Oh, cool. He kept his American accent, all right.
Yeah.
Another one that I actually really like would have to be the movie adaptation of Friday Night Lights, as well as Sam Raimi's A Simple Plan.
I don't really know the answer that well, but I might probably go with A Simple Plan then.
Right?
Wait, what? Sorry, Daniel?
You have seen Sam Raimi's A Simple Plan, correct?
Yeah, of course I have. Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
All right, then for right now, I think it's safe to say that's probably your favorite Billy Bob Thornton movie.
So far, yes.
And I guess I might as well throw in Armageddon as well.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't remember much about Armageddon, to be honest, that much.
So yeah, if you guys haven't seen these movies, I would recommend Bad Santa, Sling Blade, Monsters Ball. Probably my second favorite Western of all time, Tombstone. If you're a Dwayne The Rock Johnson fan, I would recommend Faster. And I would also recommend Friday Night Lights. And what I won't recommend to you guys is a movie called Pushing 10, because that is a movie I respectfully refuse to watch.
I don't even heard of that movie, but I have been considering to watch Tombstone, Daniel, mainly because Val Kilmer's in it, isn't he?
Well, not both Val Kilmer. You also got Bill Paxton. You also got
Rest
Michael
in peace.
Biehn and Kurt Russell.
Very nice. And apparently, Daniel, I heard from some sources that apparently people think that Val Kilmer was snubbed of an Oscar for Tombstone because his performance was great and Oscar worthy.
Well, yeah, but at least in my opinion, it wasn't just Val Kilmer. Pretty much every cast member, especially Kurt Russell and Val and Billy Bob, as well as Michael and everybody, even surprisingly Bill Paxton, I would say, brought their A games to Tombstone. So yeah, I would say every one of them deserved an Oscar nomination.
All right. Well, in that case, when it comes to, I'll probably see if I can give it a watch, Ben. Yeah, in the future. But speaking of Kurt Russell, you were pleased to know I'm checking another film he's in, which is Escape from New York.
Now that not only makes me very happy, but I'm curious to know, how would you compare it to Lockout with Guy Pearce?
Yeah, I'll be sure to compare it. Yeah, see what I think of it compared to it. Yeah.
Well, one last touch on Tombstone. Another recommendation for you, Luke, because I know you didn't really like 2003 Hulk. Tombstone is one of my favorite performances of Sam Elliott.
Well, for what it is worth, I did like him in Hulk, actually.
Yeah, but Tombstone is way better than Hulk 2003.
Yeah, I can imagine. I heard it had great reviews, yeah. Take care about Dollar. Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'm not going to waste time on the live-action Airbender movie. I refuse to watch it. It looks like a waste of time.
And also, when it comes to the Last Airbender show, the animated one, you'll also be able to know the Robert Patrick, second Terminator.
Yeah, I know him, yeah.
Hey, you'll know that he's in the show.
Very nice.
You want to know a cameo for Avatar: Last Airbender that I'm shocked even exists?
Go on, Daniel.
No, so can any of you guys guess the most shocking Avatar: Last Airbender cameo that I just found out about?
Go on, what is it?
You guys have seen the Will Smith movie King Richard, right? That focuses on the Williams family.
Yeah, I've seen King Richard, yeah.
I was shocked to find out that Serena Williams, probably the greatest tennis player of all time, has a tiny voice role in Avatar: Last Airbender.
Oh, wow, she's in it. That's pretty cool. We got her in that.
She's also a very beautiful black woman.
Yeah, she is, absolutely. I mean, Daniel, how did they get her in it? Is it because she's a fan of a series or something, or what? Like, how did they get her in it?
Let me look it up. Oh, yep, you're right. Serena Williams is a fan of the show.
Very nice.
Well, that's good at least. Now also when it comes to Last Airbender, it does also have some very, very dark and disturbing episodes. And a massive example of that would be the bloodbending episode.
Well, I'll be sure to judge it for myself when I check it out in the future.
You know one that always stuck out to me, Shadow?
What?
The one where Avatar himself, Aang, goes to the spirit world and encounters that spider creature that steals people's faces. That got me a lot.
Yeah, the face demon. Oh, Jesus.
That's cool about all up, but she was one of the directors, Andrea Romano. That's pretty cool.
And look, I think you will also be able to know that Richard McGonagall is in the Avatar series as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, Sully from the Uncharted games.
Yeah. Pretty cool, that. And it looks like I've lost even more respect for Vito over YouTube because for some reason, guys, he's blocked Eric July on Twitter.
Coward.
Oh.
Wow, what an absolute coward.
Yes. Yeah, what an absolute disgrace Vito is. I used to like him when he did those videos on Wild Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker cinematic failures, and now he's doing an absolute douchebag. So Daniel, you know when it comes to old movies, right? You know The Good, Bad and the Ugly?
The classic Clint Eastwood Western. For a lot of people, it's their favorite Western of all time.
Yeah. When it comes to a soundtrack by Ennio Morricone, do you by any chance remember the song he did called Ecstasy of Gold?
I remember it, but I haven't heard it in a long time.
Yeah, because I think it's a very iconic track, but I think it does a lot of attention.
Yeah, I just looked it up on YouTube, and yeah, you're right. It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, it is. Oh, of course, my favorite theme in that movie is, of course, the actual theme for the movie itself, which I think is probably one of the greatest themes of all time ever composed.
That's actually great, John, even though I haven't seen the movie yet.
Well, you've definitely been for a treat, Shadow.
I think my least favorite, I think I can comfortably say my least favorite Sergio musical score will have to be in Exorcist II, The Heretic.
Oh, yeah, of course. I hated Exorcist II, yeah. I feel bad for Ennio having to compose music for that trash.
Yeah, and speaking of Exorcist, in about a month and a half, we got a new one coming out. Looking forward to not watching it.
Yeah, what? And also, Daniel, why are we doing it so soon after that Russell Crowe Exorcist movie?
The Russell Crowe one was produced by Sony. This one was produced by Universal, so they're two separate things.
So like, are they in like different, continuities, or what? What's going on with them?
Yeah, they're completely separate continuities, as far as I know.
That's just weird.
And also, guys, Jason Blum has lost even more of my respect now because he's doing another remake of Nightmare on Elm Street,
which I think is a bad idea.
Now, hold on a second, Shadow. After doing some research, I found out that the Wes Craven estate, the people who are in charge of Wes Craven following his death, they have a very high price for the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise rights. So unless Jason Blum can conjure up enough money to purchase it from the Wes Craven estate, I highly doubt there's going to be any more Nightmare on Elm Street films because I don't even want to see one from Jason Blum.
Yeah. I think the damage was done to Elm Street with that horrendous remake, wasn't it? Before, right?
Oh yeah.
What a waste of a great actor, by the way. An actor who is, even though he's shorter than me by about 6 inches, I feel intimidated by him, especially from his Rorschach performance.
Yeah, Jackie Earle Haley. Yeah, great actor Jackie Earle Haley is. Yeah, and Rorschach will always be my favorite role of his.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think of him, guys, as being like Batman if he killed people, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, because Batman, of course, has a no-killing rule, whereas, of course, Rorschach kills people, doesn't he?
Yeah, correct.
Mm-hmm. And, of course, unlike Batman, whenever Rorschach gets unmasked, he refers to his mask as his face, so, yeah.
The janitor is currently cleaning all the hotel rooms. They're about to come to my room, so it looks like I'm going to hop off and go downstairs to the lobby where I can rejoin you guys.
That's fine, Daniel. No worries.
That's all right.
Don't worry, I'll be back in like 2 minutes tops, maybe 3, but
Take your
I
time.
just don't
No
want to
rush.
get in trouble with the janitor.
No rush.
All right,
Take your
thanks,
time.
guys.
Oh yeah, Shadow. You know when it comes to Lego Hobbit as well. I think one part of the game I think is pretty scary. It's probably Dol Guldur, in my opinion, especially at night time. Especially at night time. I mean, since finishing the story, I've only been there once, which was to go and unlock Sauron. And I definitely do love Sauron in the game where he's like made out of fire, like he's in Desolation of Smaug. Love that.
And did you also get to play the bonus level?
What, with the Stone Giants?
Yeah.
I'll be doing that probably when I've done, exploring Erebor. You're doing all the Mithril bricks and all that and the quests there.
I'll definitely say this. It is very fun.
Yeah, I played on Xbox One. It is pretty fun, yeah.
Yeah, you basically destroy Middle Earth.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, that.
And I've been playing a lot more Lego Marvel Superheroes today, and I've finished all the Deadpool levels.
Very nice. So, is that what you're up to, Shadow?
Yeah.
Have you done the free play of them yet? To get a red bricks?
No, not yet, but I'll do that soon.
Yeah, they're pretty easy to do because it's like only one place, isn't it? There's no like checkpoints, thankfully. So yeah, I'll definitely be sure to soon check out the bonus level in Lego Hobbit and have some fun with it. Imagine if they did like a Lego Middle Earth collection game where it's basically both the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings trilogies together remastered.
I'd love that.
Yeah, I just hope it don't include Rings of Water in it though.
Oh god, anything but that.
But better not include that rubbish in it. So, because yeah, I'm still very angry to this day, guys, but we didn't see the Battle of Five Armies in Lego Hobbit. It's very disappointing how it's only the first 2 movies.
They rushed it.
Yeah, we did. They should have waited till the Battle of Five Armies was released, and then they should have just released. They should have just released the game after the film came out. Really, should have waited and been patient. It's like the saying goes, patience is a virtue, and it definitely should have been applied to that game. If I was in charge of the game, I'd make sure that we include all 3 games of it.
Right. Yeah.
So Shadow, when it comes to games you've played in your life, has there ever been like any examples that you've like tried to play, but then you realise I don't want to play any more of this?
Oh, and that's a hard one.
Hmm.
I mean, it's not that much I could say.
Hmm. I mean, like today, actually, guys, I gave up on Assassin's Creed 1 because of the very hard challenges it had. I gave up on it because they get you to like stealth take down 3 guards and all that in 3 minutes of time, and they're like all spread across the map.
But I guess I could say one example of a game that thought no, I don't want to play anymore of this. That would go to Fortnite.
Yeah, of course. I mean, a lot of people say it's the worst game ever.
Well, I certainly agree with them because to me it is the worst game ever.
And you know what's more insulting, Shadow? They got Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime in that game.
No.
I know, right?
You had to waste him.
I mean, if Peter had a fun time playing him again, then fair enough to Peter. But in Fortnite, bro, oh god.
Of all places, you just had to have him. Out of all games, you could voice Optimus, and you had to join Fortnite.
Yeah, they did the same thing to Nolan North with SI.
Yeah, we did, and with Steve Bloom as Wolverine too, sadly.
And I see that Tom Holland and Zendaya play their characters as well.
Wait, did they voice Spider-Man and Michelle Jones?
Yeah, they did.
Oh, what a waste of them.
And they got Dwayne Johnson as well.
Really, as who in Fortnite?
Calling the Foundation. I don't freaking know what that means.
What? That's weird. Oh yeah, Midnight Suns, the Marvel game, yeah. I didn't play it because it's not on PS4 or Xbox One, but I didn't really get much good things about it.
It never interested me.
Yeah, I wasn't really interested either. I mean, Noxwave, what happened to you in the game that made you give up on it? Like, was it the gameplay or the story? What made you give up on it? I'm actually curious to know what happened. Yeah, it's very unfortunate that happened to they drag people into Fortnite, isn't it?
Made it like a card game.
And with all due respect, guys, I can't do card games.
I found them overrated as hell.
Yeah, I just don't understand them. I mean, if you guys are fans of card games, then good for you guys, but I personally don't understand them. I see that for some reason they got Clutch up from Borderlands in it as well for some reason. They've even unfortunately dragged in Travis Willingham as 4 as well. What a shame.
And I also noticed that I got Brie Larson.
Oh god. Yeah, unfortunately, as someone called Paradigm. Who else Paradigm?
I mean, honestly, I do kind of feel a little bad for Brie Larson that she had to waste her time on that game.
Yeah, I think anyone joining that game will be wasting their time, unfortunately.
And especially now that Brie Larson is actually earning more respect.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she praised your channel, and because she also liked the tweet from Ryan. Once.
Yeah.
and she hasn't really done much that made me hate her.
Apart from saying she hates white men, of course.
That's literally one thing she did. Like, after that, she hasn't really done much. I mean, I respect for.
Oh, Don DeColons, hey, Don.
Hello.
Hey.
Nice to have you here. So, yeah, how's your week been? That's great to hear.
And so, Don, why don't you give us your take on Mutant Mayhem?
He's already told us in the chat, yeah, but you weren't much of a fan of it, were you, Don?
No.
I mean, put it this way, Don. I've no good things about it.
So Don, would you call the movie overrated?
Yeah.
Doesn't really surprise me because I didn't hear good things about it.
I mean, like, if they just sound too young to even be considered teenagers, and like even the other actors in the 1990 film 2003 series, they don't sound like way better as teenagers. Honestly.
And the weird thing is, what Don is that apparently the actors in this film are actually real life teenagers. So yeah, weird that.
Yeah. I think it's specifically Donatello.
Is he the most childlike in the film?
Yeah, like he doesn't. That one does not sound like a teenager in the film.
And also, Don, I heard from Ozzy yesterday, and he said something to me about the movie that actually pissed me off.
What?
And he said to me that Giancarlo Esposito gets wasted.
Who does?
Well, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Giancarlo Esposito, great actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you have to waste Gus Fring like that? Come on, no.
You mean, is it as bad as the 2014 movie? Heck no.
I mean, Don, would you say that's still the absolute worst out of the movies?
Absolutely. That would be the worst one.
And also, Don, how was April in Mutant Mayhem? Would you call her an unlikable B word?
Well, kind of in a way, and
oh dear.
Technically, I found her origin story really, really stupid and laughable because she's now afraid to speak into a camera, all because she vomited for 3 minutes and it went viral.
Oh God!
Isn't she supposed to be a reporter?
Yeah, and she doesn't look like a high schooler. She literally looks like a middle schooler.
And honestly, her design in this movie is one of the most cringe things I've seen in my entire life. Yeah, she's black for some reason now. He's fat.
Yeah.
I mean,
also, there's two characters on the Mutants that I don't buy suddenly being on the Turtle side that are Bebop and Rocksteady. What?
Yeah.
I've seen those guys work for Shredder.
So yeah, Don, on a more positive note though, before you saw the film, you had pizza though, didn't you?
Pizza time.
Yeah, I did.
Well, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah, definitely a good tradition to eat pizza before seeing an Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah, but it's the Turtles.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, you know what, guys? When I'm finally gonna start in TMNT, I'm eating pizza.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll probably give the classic films a watch first. You know, like in the order we're in.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Yeah. So Don, you're probably wondering what did I get today then from shopping, aren't you?
Yeah, what did you get?
Yeah, so first of all, Don, I got a figure for a DC supervillain, a DC one. Can you guess what that DC supervillain is?
Who is that?
It's a Batman villain.
Nice.
Yeah, can you guess which one it is?
I don't think I know.
Well, I'll give you a clue. He's one of the villains in The Dark Knight, actually.
Two-Face?
Yeah, well done. It's Two-Face. Yeah. based on Aaron Eckhart's portrayal, which is pretty cool. Oh, yeah, can you guys believe that, you know, his burnt face is CGI in the movie? I didn't know it was CGI. It looks so realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredible, that. And then, Don, I went to my film store as well.
Alright.
And first of all, I got a PS4 game, which is the game, you know, Far Cry 3.
Nice.
Yeah, which I got because I wanted to check this out. And then, Don, I got a film which has my favourite wall of all time from Guy Pearce, which is Lockout from 2012.
Nice.
Yeah, I done about it was nice. And then, Don, I got 2 Blu-ray Steelbooks as well. And one of them, Don, is for a Tarantino film. Can you guess what that is?
What?
I mean, guess a Tarantino film because it's what I got as a Steelbook.
Alright, is it a new one or one of his older ones?
It's in the 2010s decade. I'll give you, that's a clue I can give you.
Alright. Late or beginning 2010s?
It's like in the 2000s-ish. I mean, let me check its release date for you. It's 2009.
Yeah,
2009.
late.
Oh, Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah, it's Inglourious Basterds. Yeah, that's a Blu-ray Steelbook. Yeah. So, Daniel, if you're wondering what I got this week, I got Inglourious Basterds as a Blu-ray Steelbook.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool that they still have that in print.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, pretty cool, that. And then, Don, the second Steelbook is actually for one of my favourite films of all time, which I actually reviewed earlier this year, and it's also animated too.
What was that one again?
It's animated, and it's also one of my favourites as well, which is animated.
All right, it's an animated film, and it's action themed. You said?
No, I said it's my favourite, and it's like adventurous too, if you get what I mean.
Okay, I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Well,
And okay, another clue I'll give is from a French. It's from a movie company we now hate.
Mm-hmm. Beginning with P.
Oh, Pixar.
And can you guess what Pixar film it is? Well, I got as a Blu-ray Steelbook, which I said is my favourite.
Toy Story 3, is it?
Yep, it is. Yeah, so the front cover of it is a poster itself with toys running, and on the back is Woody with the iconic Pixar ball there. And then, Don, I went to another film store called HMV, and I got a Blu-ray for a film that I saw this year at cinema. Can you guess what that is? The film I saw this year at cinema.
All right. It's probably not John Ford. I guess you got that already.
Yeah, I got that last month, actually.
All right. Is it your favorite movie of the year?
I don't want to see it out in the UK. Yeah, I've not seen it yet.
Okay. And okay, I'll also say it's a video game adaptation.
Super Mario Bros.
Yeah, it's a Mario movie. Yeah, so I got it as a Blu-ray. So yeah, we're glad to have finally found this.
Definitely another one of my favorite films this year.
Yep. And also, Don, on to the last thing that I got. It's actually for another figure, and it's actually for my favourite role of my favourite actor. You know that is, don't you?
All right, so roll for your favorite actor.
Yeah, my favourite role of my favourite actor.
It's a favorite role.
Okay, give me clues.
So he doesn't talk much in the films he's in, and he usually says one words like "yeah," stuff like that.
And
wait, can I guess?
Yeah, go on, Daniel. Take a guess.
Did you get a figure for John Wick from one of the films?
Yeah, I did. It's John Wick.
That's cool. Do you know which John Wick figure you got?
It's from Chapter 2, Daniel.
All right, because I know they released toys from all 4 of the John Wick movies from the different stages of John Wick. So, being that you got the second one, that means that it was printed out back in 2017.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is from Chapter 2, yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, Chapter 2 isn't my personal favorite John Wick movie, but it's still a fun ride.
Yeah, I love all the movies.
Yeah, I mean, it's the weakest one, but still pretty damn good.
Yeah, I love the John Wick movies, all of them. Love all of them.
Yeah, I even love 4. I don't care what some people would say about it.
Yeah, I loved it too. Yeah, the only bad quality I can say is how a beloved character got the Alien Free cliche, and that's it really.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, and also I do feel as though the stair scene is a little bit unrealistic as well. How John falls all the way down like that. It feels a bit like a cartoon, to be honest.
Not only that, but you remember when he jumps out the window and hits the car and then just walks it off? Like, come on, that's stretching believability right there.
He must be a superhuman if he can jump onto that car and not be and be totally fine afterwards, not in pain or anything like that.
Yeah, like the jumping from that height should have
hurt himself.
Yeah, he should have had many broken bones.
I mean, if he landed onto something soft, I'd understand, but he landed onto a car. That's not soft.
Yeah, he should have died. He should have died.
So yeah, and Daniel, you know how you say they do figures from the 4 movies? Do they do other characters besides John?
I believe we've also done one for Lance Reddick and Lawrence Fishburne. I could be wrong.
Well, I'll definitely get figures for all, 100%.
Speaking of John Wick 4, I do have, now this is not necessarily a nitpick, but when John Wick and Donnie Yen both got shot in that final match, I was a little bit disappointed that they didn't have like an excessive amount of blood coming out of it. That's just a minor nitpick, because when you get shot like that, then you're basically bleeding out a lot.
I'm also really glad that John Wick 4 was also my first live-action Keanu Reeves movie that I saw at cinema too. Because my first Keanu Reeves film that I saw at cinema was unfortunately Toy Story 4.
I think, I could be wrong about this, but I think my parents took me to see The Day the Earth Stood Still when I was really, really young. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, I'm not really much a fan of that film, but I think Keanu's the best part of it.
Yeah, for what it's worth, Jennifer Connelly and John Hamm were also good in that film, too.
Obviously, what I know, in my opinion, the worst part of the film for me was Jaden Smith.
Yeah, we don't talk about him at all.
Yeah, we don't at all.
So, Dawn, to my understanding, you saw Mutant Mayhem last night.
I did.
So earlier today, I shared with everyone here my opinions and my experience with the Ninja Turtles, and all I needed to hear was you thought Mutant Mayhem was better than the travesties of Part 3, as well as the first Michael Bay film from 2014, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah, and Don, if you want to see Daniel's, full thoughts on the franchise, he talked about them early in the stream. So if you go back to a stream early, if you want to watch it later, he talked about it, didn't you, Daniel?
Yep, I gave my ranking for all 10 of the movies. I included the direct-to-streaming or direct-to-DVD ones as well.
So Don, have you by any chance filmed your review for Mutant Mayhem, or are you going to soon?
I will tonight.
All right, and also now that you've seen the movie, will you also be posting an updated ranking video for the movies?
We'll see.
Yeah, because I see that you like to do it with franchises that you tend to complete, of course. Yeah, but you've already ranked before, don't you?
If I feel like it.
Yeah.
Don, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So with regards to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, would you say that you enjoyed the Vanilla Ice part where the Ninja Turtles were dancing to Vanilla Ice rap?
I don't remember much of it.
All right. If you ever decide to rewatch it, I hope you have fun with Vanilla Ice's part.
Yeah, Secret, for me, the original series goes 1990 movie, Secret of the Ooze, then 2003 series, which is, to me, the 2003 series is the true Ninja Turtles 3, and then TMNT 2007.
That sounds pretty accurate. We don't ever talk about Part 3, and we'll have more nostalgia for the 2012
TV show. I will say 2003 was also pretty fantastic.
Yeah, 2003 is the proper sequel to Secret of the Ooze.
Mm-hmm.
Also, probably my favorite interpretation of Casey Jones of all time.
Yeah, better than his cringy, whiny jerk version in the Michael Bay series.
Yeah, no hate to Stephen Amell, obviously, but
yeah,
I don't know what they were thinking about.
Yeah, I mean, plus another thing, Bebop and Rocksteady are Mutant Mayhem, but somehow they're literally the good guys in this one, even though they work for Shredder in their adaptations.
So is it basically is it basically a role reversal for those characters then?
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like what Transformers first book did, Megatron.
Well, they're not. Although to be fair, there's not actually nearly as annoying as their Michael Bay counterparts.
Yeah, I mean, as you've said, Don, you prefer, of course, you prefer this film, Mutant Mayhem, over Michael Bay films, don't you?
Well, yeah, but if I mean, yeah, although Out of the Shadows had some okay moments, so that's why I gave it a 6 out of 10, because the Turtles' designs, well, they're still bad, but they're not as atrociously designed as they were in the 2014 movie, where they just look like ugly Shreks if you take off their masks and stuff. And
Shreks.
They're all muscular and gross looking. And also, Shredder thankfully doesn't look like a darn Transformer.
Really? I mean, some people in the comments, Don, called him Shreddertron.
Yeah, because he literally looks like a reject of Megatron.
And also, Don, when it comes to Ninja Turtles, I saw that in the first movie. One of them is voiced by Johnny Knoxville, but apparently didn't come out for a sequel. So, would you guys say that
Leonardo?
Would you guys say that the voice in the sequel was better than Johnny Knoxville, or do you guys wish he came out for a sequel if you've seen in it?
Yeah. I thought Johnny Knoxville did all right as Leonardo. For what he was given.
I mean, I prefer him for his work on Jackass, though.
Yeah, and being that Leonardo is my favorite Ninja Turtle of all time, I would say that I enjoyed Johnny Knoxville, but we've had so many interpretations of Leonardo that they've all kind of like blended in together. So I wouldn't say that I missed him in Secret of the Ooze, but I thought for what it was worth, as Leonardo was pretty good casting.
Yeah, he was. I think he was a bit more likable in the 2014 film than he was in the 2007 film.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
Yeah, because I love the 2007 film, but I honestly really thought Leonardo was very uncharacteristic in that film.
Oh dear.
Also that rivalry between him and Raphael, like, come on, that wasn't needed.
Like, I can agree with Raphael, and I can see where he's coming from with Leonardo criticism. So.
Don, I have a question. Would you say that you enjoyed the comedy that Ice Cube and Paul Rudd gave for Mutant Mayhem?
Yeah, I thought Ice Cube was actually one of the best things of Mutant Mayhem.
And if you guys are wondering, Ice Cube recently earned my respect when he slammed cancel culture as well.
Yeah.
Legend.
Yeah, right to do that.
Yeah, well done to him for that.
Woo-hoo for him.
When it comes to my favorite Ice Cube performances, it's hard for me to not say Friday with him and Chris Tucker. I think they both have fantastic chemistry. But as far as like his 21st century work, I mean, I enjoyed him in 21 and 22 Jump Street. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but there was this movie duology he did with Kevin Hart, Ride Along 2. I haven't seen those since the theater, so I can't say whether or not Ice Cube was good in them or not, but based off my memories, I thought him and Kevin Hart had good chemistry.
Never saw them. I heard they were pretty bad.
I mean, they're basically, I don't know, they're pretty much comedies designated towards African-American audiences, so it's definitely not going to be for everyone, obviously. If I recall correctly, I believe Tim Story from the 2005 Fantastic Four directed the first one, or both of them, actually. Oh, speaking of Tim Story, if you guys want to check out a 2023 horror movie this October, definitely check out The Blackening, directed by Tim Story. I chose to watch that movie over The Flash and Elemental, and I am so happy with that decision.
So it's good, is it? Okay. I'll see if I can probably give it a watch one day.
Well, yeah, I'll have to see. I mean, this year's been really bad for horror movies.
I mean, the only one that I've seen so far, and I've loved, is Evil Dead Rise so far.
I mean, there's been some occasional exceptions, but
like
horror films this
year. Yeah, Megan was a surprise.
Yeah,
the unrated version was.
I've yet to see the unrated version. I thought the theatrical version was decently good, in my opinion. I'll be sure to check out the unrated version soon, or one day.
Oh, by the way, speaking of horror movies, Luke and Shadow, being that we're all massive fans of Bram Stoker's Dracula, I just found out this Last Voyage of Demeter movie that's coming out in a couple weeks is actually based on a chapter from Bram Stoker's Dracula, the book. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm honestly not interested. I mean, honestly, when that movie comes out, I think I'm just gonna rewatch Nosferatu and Bram Stoker's Dracula again.
I think the only upcoming new release I'm excited for this year is just Doom Part 2. I think that's going to be it for movies for me this year. So if that keeps the release date, that's kind of all I really want to see that's coming out soon.
Oh yeah, speaking of horror, oh yeah, guys. Speaking of horror films, did you guys hear those reports about the Five Nights at Freddy's film being about 3 hours? Are you serious?
Yeah, I just about to mention that.
I don't want that.
If I'm going to go to the theater on Halloween nights, if that ends up being 3 hours, I'm not going to go watch that. I'll need to watch a 3-hour video game film adaptation.
Yeah, me neither.
On Halloween night, and if that's going to be true, I'd rather go do other things that aren't 3 hours long.
I mean, 2 hours to me, or 1 hour 30 minutes is good enough.
Yeah,
not 3 hours.
I mean, whenever I watch horror films, guys, I'm usually expecting it to be at least 90 minutes, at least. Not 3 hours. Goodness me.
Yeah, I just hope they cut it in the editing room, because 3 hours of Five Nights at Freddy's and Matthew Lillard and Josh Hutcherson, that sounds pretty much, if you ask me.
Yeah, I don't think anyone needs to see a Five Nights at Freddy's film, that long.
Yeah, well, if there's one, however, at least Kraven the Hunter got dumped to August 2024.
I mean, I don't think it should be released at all.
Yeah, like anyone actually cared about that movie.
I don't think it should be released at all. It should be cancelled.
From someone that actually did see a trailer, that trailer was utter.
Yeah, we don't need. Yeah, we don't. Nobody needs to see Eric Johnson showing his abs for 2 or 3 hours. Don't need to go watch that in October.
How did you react when Kraven got his powers? Like the way he got his powers, like from the corpse of a dead lion.
Yeah, that just sounds really stupid.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's pretty. You're stretching it way too far, Sony. What are you doing right there?
For being very, very unfaithful to her comments, that's what we're doing. See you, Joseph. And oh yeah, guys. You know how Francis Ford Coppola, as we talked about with Dracula earlier, is like making his new film Megalopolis, coming next year. It's actually making me wonder. Does he have plans to do more films after that? It's making me wonder.
Well, certainly hope so. I would love more of his movies.
And I know some people would obviously be outraged beyond the Spider-Verse got delayed. I really wasn't. When I was like, well, that's not surprising. Even with no strike, it was going to get delayed regardless.
I mean, it needs time to finish. So,
did you not see the production process of Across the Spider-Verse? Apparently, yeah.
I'm sure that whatever date it'll come out, it'll be worth it.
Yeah.
I really hope so.
They said, although they did say they were going to reveal the release date within a week or two, but
that
still hasn't yet.
Yeah.
Although they should reveal a new release date year soon.
So yeah, Don. I got some exciting news for you. Next week, I'm finally gonna start Evil Dead.
Nice.
Don, speaking of other new releases, are you excited for Wonka?
I saw the trailer and not too excited for it, to be honest.
That's fair enough.
I mean, see, I'm gonna be seeing it, guys, because my brother wants to go watch it. So yeah, I'll be going with him to see it.
I mean, we already kind of had a backstory for Willy Wonka in the 2005 film.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we need to see a repeat of this.
I'm just curious to finally see Timothée Chalamet take on a role that's less serious, because from all the work that I've seen, despite him being a good actor, he likes to choose like these, like, you know, with especially in Interstellar and Dune and what's that one he did? Little Women. He's always, you know, the serious guy. Just to see him singing and casting Hugh Grant as a Oompa Loompa, that's something I never thought I needed, but after seeing the trailer, I was like, cool beans. And also, all day, every day, Wonka outbeats Aquaman 2 by a country mile.
Well, Wonka does well.
I agree. I agree with that statement, Daniel. I agree with that very much.
Yeah.
And honestly, back to the Sony delays. He also delayed Ghostbusters Firehouse to March 2024.
Well, I'm not even watching it because, in my opinion, Afterlife was a perfect ending to the whole franchise.
Do we seriously need to have a follow-up to Afterlife?
Well,
no.
I'm just not interested, guys. I think Afterlife was a perfect way to close everything. I mean, it didn't have any sequel baiting either.
I mean, Afterlife was good, but except for like one scene involving Ray Stantz when he hears Egon died.
Yeah, that was very sad. Sad, and I also didn't like how Finn Wolfhard's character also made fun of Ecto 1 as well. Didn't like that either.
Like, you found out your best friend died, and that's your response? Really, dude?
I think it was before he found out, because Egon's granddaughter called him to say this is about Egon Spengler, and then he said Egon can rot in hell, and then the granddaughter said Egon's dead. So yeah, exactly. He didn't know.
Even the theater was shocked when he said that. I remember that.
And another thing I didn't like was how Gozer was wasted.
The same also parts of J.K. Simmons too. He was wasted, sadly.
Yeah, only 1 second.
But guess what? They did make up for Gozer being wasted by having the originals come back and defeat Gozer. This is exactly what they should have did in The Force Awakens with Luke in the final battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, or even better. Or even better, Don, have Luke, Leia, and Han all together.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, there's actually like a fan-made image I've seen on the internet, guys, of Luke, Han, Leia, and Lando Calrissian and the Millennium Falcon together. And like people saying,
we should have had that.
Yeah,
we should have had that.
Yeah, we should have, but no, they never got to reunite with all of them.
By the way, I think I would rather just escape to outer space and get away from all the sequel announcements.
Yep.
By the way, I want to take a quick second to shout out, rest in peace to the late great Alec Guinness, who passed away 20 years today.
Yeah, rest in peace to him. He's a legend, amazing actor. 23 years ago, in 2000 he died, yeah. And when it comes to Timothée Chalamet, guys, Daniel, have you seen it in that film called The King on Netflix?
Yeah, it's the one where he had that weird haircut, but yeah, he was really good in The King as well.
Yeah, he was. And did you also see his part in Willing Don't Look Up as well?
Yeah, I did. I thought he was also really good. I did have, unfortunately, the misfortune of also watching one of his movies that stars someone we all hate.
That's unfortunate.
This week, eventually, either this week or in September, I do plan to finally check out that film Yes Man from 2008.
Yeah, it was very underrated.
Yeah, it actually stars 2 actors I like, and one of them gained my respect a week or so ago.
And who was that, Don, who earned your respect?
It was Zoe Deschanel.
Oh, yeah, her. Yeah, she's cool.
Yeah, for pretty much slamming Sarah Silverman's immature video about the strike.
Oh god, oh my god, she was so insufferable. And
I appreciated Joey myself for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
She's pretty much female Kevin Smith now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, unfortunately. It's very sad, guys, because when I was a kid, I used to like Kevin Smith when he was in like Batman 3 as himself. I thought he was funny when I played like Batman 3 when I was a kid, but not anymore. I think he's annoying now.
Yeah, whenever, like for many good reasons. One, he made crappy movies like Tusk and Yoga Hosers in the 2010s. Then literally killed off Rosario Dawson in Clerks 3.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Made He-Man woke and insulted the fans.
Yeah.
Cries over Marvel trailers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Don. You know that film you just said called Yoga Houses, whatever it's called?
Yeah.
There's only one clip of that film that I've seen because it has a camera appearance by someone in it, you know, who I'm a big fan of, and that was Kevin Conroy. He had a camera in that movie.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I've seen, but I think, but Don, I will say that those two girls who he talked to, in my opinion, were insufferable.
Yeah, well, even if he does anything else, I'm not going to watch it because Clerks 3 has killed his career good for me. So.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch any of his films, to be honest. I don't see the point, to be honest. And so I mean, Don, have you seen Yoga Hosers?
No, I've heard it's really terrible.
I mean, I heard it was.
Two YouTubers I've watched.
I heard it was panned on release. I mean, Daniel, have you seen Yoga Houses?
No, but I have seen Dogma.
And apparently, you know what? You know, when it comes to people who have been told can't act, people have been saying about Kevin Smith's daughter, Harley Quinn Smith. Apparently, she can't act.
Yeah, you know, she's Sherry Moon Zombie for all I care. She's not an actress.
Yeah, both him and Rob Zombie need to retire, actually, from filmmaking. Well,
yeah,
from filmmaking.
Yeah, I definitely think Rob Zombie should definitely retire from making films and return to being a musician instead.
Yeah, go back to doing something he's actually good at doing.
I mean, the latest film I've seen by him is Free From Hell, and I hated Free From Hell. I don't want to watch any more films by him, which he does in the future.
Yeah,
because I hated Free From Hell, and based on your review, Don, it seems that the Monsters was also trash as well.
Yeah, like because Rob's career was going downhill, he was clearly like, oh no, my films are not going good. Oh, I remember those 2 films I made in 2000s. I'll just go back and revive them all. Except for Captain Spaulding. I'll just bring back, just disrespect Sid Haig's legacy and Alien 3 Spaulding.
I mean, I don't even know why he did a third film in the first place, especially if he was going to direct Spaulding, because Sid Haig was sick when he was making it.
Yeah, that should have been a sign to cancel the movie.
Yeah, because you can't do, you know, a film with those characters without Sid Haig. You know, he should have, you know, like, not done it at all. You know, rest in peace to Sid Haig. I mean, even when you see his scene in the film, guys, you can tell he looks really tired from his illness. He's also really skinny too in the film, sadly.
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace to Sid Haig. Spaulding's actually my favourite role of his too as well, guys. Because he was actually pretty funny and sending him in the first two films. And soon,
he definitely was.
And soon, guys, and Don, I know you were pleased to know, but in the future, I will be including The Devil's Rejects in movie didn't need a sequel as well soon.
Nice.
Yeah, but Don, tomorrow I'll be doing a video on why The Fly didn't need a sequel.
Nice.
You know Jeff Goldblum movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Don, have you seen the sequel?
I have.
Yeah,
it was in my Scream Factory box set.
Yeah, because I hated The Fly. I thought it was absolutely terrible.
Yeah. Well, on the plus side for my DVD buying, I actually only have now finally one more Infinity Saga film to go, and that's the first Doctor Strange, and then my collection will finally be complete. So. And then no more MCU films of Mike Flesh after that.
Yep. I'm only going to ever want the Infinity Saga, with the exception of Captain Marvel and the Spider-Man epilogue movies, and that's it for me.
Well, I even still have my Shang-Chi Blu-ray I still need to give away.
Yeah. I'm not going to buy it because I don't care about it.
I mean, Don, you can mail your Shang-Chi Blu-ray to me if that's okay.
And I don't really. Probably just going to was actually thinking of giving it to Valley Village, but.
Oh, yeah, that's probably better.
Yeah.
And then I found this on Twitter from Yellow Flash.
Oh, what was it?
He saw Mutant Mayhem and he gives it the same score as you. 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10, yeah. He says that children will like it.
I mean, because Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is, well, first of all, yes, some of it is for adults, but it's something that you can get your young kids to get into so they can love it as adults too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let me see what the rating is for it in the UK, guys. Mutant Mayhem. Let's see. Okay, so in the UK, guys, it's rated PG.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. It doesn't have any of the stupid, over-bloated, crass jokes that the 2014 and 2016 film has, so it makes sense it's rated PG.
And also, if you guys have seen the Michael Bay films, do they have lots of explosions by any chance?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Not surprised.
It may not have been directed by Michael Bay, but he clearly had a lot to say in both of those movies. And also, screw Megan Fox, by the way.
Yeah, she lost my respect, yeah. Don't like her.
Sorry, who did I? Sorry, just couldn't hear you earlier.
We were just saying screw Megan Fox, too, because she lost my respect, yeah.
Oh, I guess after watching one of Rambo's videos on his Ninja Turtles ranking, I could definitely see why that.
Yeah.
And also, not to mention, I think she's a really weird and just crazy person in general.
I mean, Daniel, she drinks blood, so what does that tell you?
Yeah, that's just what kind of person does that, especially to her boyfriend? Like, is she like obsessed with vampire lore?
Yeah, and also, guys, she also treats her children as they're transgender, but not really.
Yeah, it's stupid, right?
Yeah, she pretends her sons are transgender, but they really are not.
And also, guys, in my opinion, she can't act either.
No.
She's a horrible actress.
Yeah, she just can't act.
Why do they keep putting her in movies?
I really don't know.
I am definitely looking forward to never watching Expendables 4 just to see her terrible acting.
Yeah, I'm not watching that, Daniel, because I don't want to watch it because the third film killed my interest, Daniel, in case you're wondering.
There's only 2 Expendables movies in my eyes.
Yeah, me too. I mean, because with the third movie, I didn't like how they toned it down to PG-13 in America. Here for me it was 12, and they also, as well, in my opinion, wasted Terry Crews as well. And in my opinion, they had far too many characters. In my opinion, just way too many. In my opinion.
Yeah, like even the second one didn't have that many new characters.
I think the second one did it much better, in my opinion.
Yeah, especially with all the Chuck Norris references.
Yeah, I love Chuck Norris in the second film. He was brilliant as Buck, I think it was called, yeah.
Yeah, not to mention we actually got to see John McClane the Terminator in a mini car in the airport in an airport battle.
Yeah, and what's cool on is they say the catchphrase as well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just all in one scene is an iconic thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very iconic. And apparently as well, Sly was actually very tempted to back out of his fourth film, but he came back at the last minute. So if he was tempted to leave it, then what does that tell you?
This is Lionsgate paid so much money. Last Expendables movie, so I know how it's going to end. He'll probably just die at the end.
Yeah.
So definitely not going to see it.
Yeah, probably.
It's going to be obvious ending.
And apparently, they're planning to do more films, guys, with Jason Statham playing the lead in the future movies for some reason.
That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
And the tagline is, they'll die when they're dead.
That doesn't make any sense. They're already dead if we're going to... like, what the hell?
I mean, the movie is titled Expendables, after all. They could just die and the franchise would be done with.
Mm-hmm. Like,
can't say much about Equalizer 3 because I haven't seen Equalizer 2. I've only seen the first one.
I'll be watching Equalizer 3, especially because Denzel Washington earned my respect recently as well. He's a legend, Denzel, one of my favorite actors as well.
Yeah, although I haven't seen the first one in a very long time. So
yeah, I love the first two so far, Don. I think both great movies.
Last time I saw the first one was back when it came out on DVD.
Yeah, I have both films on Blu-ray. And Robert McCall is also my favorite role of Denzel as well, because I think he's an absolute badass, Robert McCall.
If I recall, the first time I saw Equalizer 2 was back in the first one. First time I saw the first one was immediately after watching John Wick 2 back in 2017.
Oh,
so
wow.
I was prepared a year in advance for the sequel.
Oh, wow. So, and you watched two similar films, didn't you, Daniel? You know, an action sort of thing, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, you got two men at the time were in their 50s. Obviously, Denzel's now over 60.
Yeah.
Two guys in their late 50s, just, ultra bloody violence.
Yeah, indeed. And to be honest, I think we're doing the right thing ending the Equalizer films with his third film too, because Denzel's getting old, isn't he? Because next year, guys, he's going to be 70.
Yeah, that's just mind-blowing the way that things works out, because I saw the trailer for Equalizer 3 and he doesn't even look 70.
Yeah, I know, right? And also, Daniel, I do like how he's bald again now, like in the first film, because I think him being bald makes him unique compared to other roles by Denzel that I've seen him play.
Yeah, I think it's also got a bit of that video game Hitman flavor where, you shave your head because you don't want to leave any traces of your DNA behind. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, that. I mean, Daniel, have you ever told us what your favorite role of Denzel Washington is on these streams before?
Ooh, well, it's tough not to give an honorable mention to Training Day and Glory, which you both of them won the Oscar for. So it's tough not to, give those an honorable mention. I think for right now, I'll say Man on Fire, which is the first movie he did with Dakota Fanning.
Yeah, and we're going to be reuniting in this new Equalizer film, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, hey, Don, have you seen Man on Fire?
So what, Don?
Reuniting the third film?
Yeah, Don, Dakota Fanning from Man on Fire is going to be with Denzel in the new Equalizer movie later this year.
Oh, so yes, I have seen Man on Fire. So I guess you could call it like the somewhat sequel to Man on Fire then.
Somewhat, yeah.
Am I wrong, Joe? If his character in Man on Fire did not.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Don, you know how you're a fan of zombie films, aren't you?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a film which was made in Korea called Train to Busan?
No, I've never heard of this.
Oh, I'd recommend it. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's in Korean, by the way, language, so you need subtitles for it, but it's absolutely phenomenal.
All right.
Yeah, I'd recommend it. It's one of the greatest zombie films of all time, in my opinion.
Well, I may do a zombie film ranking for the ones I've seen, and if I do that, I'm planning to include that short film, A Ride in the Park.
Oh yeah, from those VHS movies.
Even though that's not a film, it's a short film.
Yeah, I've seen that short film. Yeah, it's pretty good.
The other segments I would recommend if you do plan to get into the series are Safe Haven, Storm Party Induction, Amateur Night, and The Subject, which is like The Subject is from VHS 94, and it's kind of like a foreign version of Hardcore Henry in a little bit, the same kind of Cameron styles Hardcore.
Oh right,
Henry,
so is it like a first person shooter game basically?
Yes, it is.
Oh nice. Oh, Daniel left us. Oh dear. So
and also VHS Viral is the worst of the films, but definitely watch the segment Bone Storm.
All right. You know something funny, Don? In a Ride in the Park when the bike gets surrounded by zombies and all that, right?
Yeah.
Well, I remember watching the film a long time ago with, you know, my grandparents, right? And when he got bitten and all that, and the zombies were surrounding him, my grandfather actually yelled out to a TV, "Run, you flipping idiot!" That was actually really funny.
Yeah, it's crazy how it's also directed by the guys who did the Blair Witch Project.
Oh, did that, did
short
they?
is
Oh,
anyway.
wow.
Yeah, they did that.
Wow, so it's from those guys, huh?
Hmm.
You know, the ones who made that overrated piece of trash.
I mean, is that film not good, guys?
I mean,
Yeah, I don't think it is.
if you want to see a movie with 3 very unlikable characters, then be my guest.
I don't think I want to, Shadow. It doesn't
However-
sound like my thing.
However, I will say this. I didn't like the movie, but I can see why it was successful when it first came out.
Hmm.
It was a genre that had not been done yet. Everyone thought the footage was real. The way they marketed the movie, everyone thought the whole thing actually happened. And yeah, that's why it was pretty successful.
But yeah, I'll definitely say this: the Blair Witch Project is by far better than Paranormal Activity.
That's going to get a rant this October.
Did this one come out 999, guys? Blair Witch Project.
Yeah, it did.
Paranormal Activity will get a rant this October, definitely.
I mean, now that's what I have to call that movie, Paranormal Craptivity.
Good one.
Better name for it.
Yeah, the movie was.
I don't know how in the world Paranormal Activity got a pass and got praised and somehow got so many sequels.
Yeah, and Don, and Don, you've told us about how sequels are so bad, haven't you, as well? So yeah.
The only passable film, but still not good, but slightly passable than the others, is the third one.
Well, I mean, I lost interest after the first one because of how awful that piece of trash was.
And Shadow, when you say it's awful, isn't anything good about it?
Well, I did say to you guys that I give the movie 0 out of 10. So what does that for you?
Nothing good about it?
Nothing good at all.
What's so great? Yeah, what's so great about watching some moron treat his wife like trash, bring in a Ouija board thinking that's going to scare off the demon, act all tough and gangster with the demon, and just make it for more mad and make it more stronger.
And it has some of the worst I think I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
And they're not even trying to make it believable.
Well, that sucks. You know, speaking of horror films, guys, and you know, when it comes to sequels, I will one day check out the Hellraiser sequels, and most of them for you guys' benefit as well.
Well, the only Hellraiser sequel I own is Hellraiser 2 that I will check out this year. That might be the only Hellraiser sequel I watch.
I mean, I have heard good things about second and third films, Don, so you might be in luck with that one. But yeah, I'm going to watch all of the films for you guys' benefit, see what I think of them all. And on a plus side, if I hate these sequels, it means I can include, you know, one of the movies in movie that need a sequel, and I can rant about sequels, can't I?
Yeah. I was actually thinking about continuing with the sequels because I want to support Henry, and he's of course in one of them.
Yeah, he's in one of the films, Henry Cavill. Yeah, so yeah, I want to support Henry as much as possible.
I want to watch one of the movies too. I want to watch that movie to support him.
Yeah, because Don, in case you're wondering, we watched The Witcher's third season, in which Henry's in, and it was terrible. So yeah, I want to support him in good things and all that.
Yeah, you're doing yourself a favor, Don. You're doing yourself a favor by not watching that trash.
Yeah, I never watched that show at all. So,
I mean, I would only recommend the first season because that one is actually good.
Yeah, it just goes downhill from the second one onward, Don, and the third one is much worse, in my opinion.
I wish I could say it, but I can't say it because we're live.
Yeah, spoilers and all that.
I think Luke knows exactly what I would call the show.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, Don, if you check out the TV show chat in the server, you'll see me ranting about it. So yeah, because as I watch the episode, I talked about it.
If you scroll further up, you'll also find like mine.
Yours and Daniel's, yeah, because you two talked about it, didn't you?
Yep.
And Shadow, how did you react to those comments, Baba, when you saw them?
I was laughing.
Yeah. And were you thinking that? And were you thinking the same thing I was thinking when I was watching each episode?
Yes.
Oh
yes,
wow.
I was.
And Shadow, how did you react to my post where I finished the series?
That was probably one of the most satisfying things I needed to hear.
Yeah. Did you see it when I posted, or did you see it the following day?
I saw it when you posted it.
All right, nice. I mean, did you laugh when you saw it by any chance?
Yeah.
I can't blame you. Anyway, guys, so that is 3 hours of stream. That was really fun, wasn't it? So yeah, thank you so much for tuning in, guys, this week, and yeah, I'll see you all next week. So yeah, and thank you to the special guests who joined as well. You know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also, be sure to tell us in the comments what you guys thought of the stream if you tune in to see it, and also please go subscribe to these special guests and go to some of their channels, please, and also be sure to join Team Prime by pressing subscribe and movies come in the future. If you'd like to be a member, you can respond using the Peace Lads or you can subscription, and we will see you all later. Right, see you guys. Take care. Bye bye.